Okay, I have to prepare a couple of settings here. Check my volumes, see what's going on. Options, output, Windows. Let's see here, comments and reactions. And almost done. Let's see here. Just hang on, folks. I'm trying to get the rest of the settings done. This was a very fast, this was a very quick put together. How's my audio? How's my audio? There we go. Okay. All right. Audio seems to be good according to California Bear. Well, okay. So we are going to wait for Kuya John and Mike to show up. And so we're going to put that there. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Copied and paste. You know what? We're not taking sides. We're here to be the moderator. So let me tell you a little bit right up front about how we're going to do this. The link is down there for only for Mike and John. And once they're here, we'll go through the rules, and there are some rules. So, that's just the way it's got to be. In order to do it, you have to give and be fair. And we're not going to be told we weren't fair. So the rules that will apply for one will apply for all. And there's the link there. Michael is here. And Mike is joining so we can get his audio set up. Wait a minute. And we'll assign him to guest one. There you go, Mike. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Good. All right. So as soon as John steps in, we will get started with the rules. I'll go over the basic rules right now. So just so everybody knows. First off, before we even start, each participant will get 3 minutes for an opening statement. Okay? During that opening statement, we will mute the other if they even interfere. The use of the F-bomb and MFer will automatically cause you to lose your time, and you'll have to wait until the next one. There are going to be questions from the comment section, I'm sure, all right, as well as the topics that Mike and John want to talk about. They'll get 2 minutes for each reply, and they can reply back and forth as often as they want. We want this to be fair. We want them to have the opportunity to be able to answer completely. We don't want them to have to be restricted. So, with that being said, we hope that they'll keep it civil. Screaming and yelling and everything, I know it gets emotional, and when it does, it's to a limited degree, okay? But if it's going to be doing is screaming, that's going to end. Now, on the timer, once you hit that 2-minute mark, that 2 minute then ends. And if you don't stop at that point, I will simply mute you on this end. Okay? And let's see here. So, Mike, can you give me some audio so I can check yours, please?
Yeah. So does it sound okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yesterday you were popping and having some issues with audio. I don't know what the problem there was.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. So I mean, like, I'm actually to the point that I think this mic is, it's time to get rid of it. Might have to switch back to my Blue Yeti or something.
Okay. So, yeah, your audio sounds good to me. Is anybody else having issues with Mike's audio? I don't see it. Okay. So now we just sit and we wait for John. Len says there's an echo. Is there an echo on my end?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm listening right now on the YouTube, and I don't hear an echo.
Frank says Mike has an echo. You got exposed says it's better now. Lynn says there's an echo.
My echoes are down. Let me see do I have
Says there's a slight echo. I wonder. Okay, test 1 2 3 1 2 3. How is mine? I put echo cancellation on my end to see if maybe there's an issue there.
You want me to do it? Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
Wandering Doc says fine to me. We're probably, the live stream is probably a minute behind the video stream that YouTube sees. So everybody seems to say it's sounding okay now.
Okay. I increased my mic volume a little bit, so because people said that mine's a little bit low.
I hear you okay, but my system's pretty well tuned. Everybody seems to think it's good now, so now we're just waiting on John and waiting for John's image to come up. John, you're going to have to, we're not going to have this without a face. All right. I'm not going to do it when people can sit there and say, that wasn't John. I'm just not going to do it. So you'll have to turn your cam on, John. Because I don't even know if that's the real Kuya John. So we'll kill that, and you can turn your cam on and rejoin. LG says you still have a slight echo, but can understand it.
Interesting.
Paul Rogers says there's no echo.
I guess it just depends on each person.
I guess. John is not sending video.
Come on, John.
Let's make sure there's not a technical issue. If someone else can just for a moment try and join. Can someone else try and join? John, I've got 2 requests from John to join. None has audio. Can someone else try and join? Let me see if your audio comes up. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting any video from John whatsoever. Rocky Raccoon wants to know if you have your passport. Mike says when John deposits 1,000. He did not, but this is Mike we're talking about. Good morning, Samuel. I'm still waiting for Kuya John to come up. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, wait.
John just made a comment.
I've got him. You know what? That was not John's fault. That was mine. I apologize.
Does it say ring?
Hey guys, Egghead John here.
Keep your face in the video, chat.
Yep. Mike, don't tell me what to do.
All right.
I would never let somebody like you tell me what to do. You don't know who I am.
I'm not going to start like that. Okay? Both of you. I'm not going to start like that.
Money to
All right. You're already muted, John. You're already muted. Let me open you up. Now, wait. Let me go through the rules. Okay? Let me go through the rules so that you know. Each of you get 3 minutes in the beginning. And John, we will let you go first. 3 minutes of an opening statement. After that, I don't know who Tom is, but you're not getting on. All right?
So, I'd like to invite RJ, if Mike Philippines, if there's a guy named RJ trying to get in, I'd like to invite him in here, please.
I don't. Right now, this debate's between the two of you. If later you want,
yeah, later. Yep, that's okay.
Let's get through the process, okay, yep. John?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the rules are very and I'm happy to let RJ join after we get through the basics.
All right? He's not going to talk much. I just want him to join.
Yeah, I understand. So here we go. Yep. The rules: you get 3 minutes each for an opening statement. Then you'll be on a 2-minute timer. If you do not give up your time at the end of the 2 minutes, I will just mute you and the next one will start. If you use the F-bomb, if you use the GD, all right, I'll just mute you and you'll lose that 2 minutes. Those are my only issues. Other than that, all right, if everybody seems to be clear, then let us get started. And John, Mike, any questions?
My thing is that I think also somebody should lose their time if they remove their face from the video at any moment.
What? What is that? What is that, dude? Mike, come on. You're 50 years old.
Okay.
I think it's fair.
I can understand
Mike's lose time.
All we see is somebody's bald head.
I'm Egghead, I thought.
Okay. All right.
I thought I was Egghead.
Come on, John. You can do that. All right. You know, it's not going to be a big deal. We don't mind that you smoke or anything like that. Trust me. You can even have snacks while you do this. All right. But let us see, you know, And I think Mike's right. Any of the debates that I will do in the future, I do want a full. Oh, look at this, like a strip tease, slow and sexy, huh, John? Okay.
You guys are fucked up. All right, let's start.
All
No
right.
questions here.
Okay.
Let's
All
go.
right. Are you ready to start, Mike? Anything else?
Yeah, but so do we agree that if he removes the video from his face at any moment that he loses his time?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, we'll do that. Loses 3
Okay.
Okay.
minutes. Okay. Now, I mean, you know what? He may have to switch hands. I mean, let's be, if he's purposefully doing it, but I mean, you know,
It's pretty
he's
fucked
working
up that
on,
you're saying that, Mike. It's
he's
okay. It's
work,
pretty fucked up.
he's
All right,
working
looks like he
off
has
a
to be
phone.
muted because you just said the F word, so he lost already one set
All
already in
right.
2 minutes.
All right.
Rules
Come
are
on.
rules.
Yeah,
Rules are
we're going to
rules.
have to, it's going to take a while for John to adapt. All right, Mike? Let's be reasonable. Okay. All right.
I think
So,
so. But
Just
the
so
thing
you
though is
know,
like,
I haven't listened to anything you guys have said. The world revolves around me here. I have a couple things to say. Can I start here?
all right, hold on. Mike, anything else?
no, I think
Okay.
I think that's
All right,
pretty fair.
John, you're on 3 minutes.
All right, thanks. Sorry, I was busy sending money to my Filipina, something that Mike probably has never done before. The only story I have about Mike sending money to the Philippines is when he's sending money to his ex, which was a transvestite. Mike, you can say yes or no to that if it's not true. I don't know if it's true or not. This is what I heard, okay? I'm pretty upset last night. I had $1,000 in the line. All Mike had to do was show us his passport, and the money would have went to a Philippine donation, whatever of his choice. And he couldn't do that, which I think's real. Just like You Got Exposed channel has been showing, Mike is a serial liar. Mike, Mike, has said a couple times how he praises Kuya John for doing the right thing. And then I have Mike over here, MYK, trying to constantly put me down. It's not fair, but I have no skin in the game. I don't have a channel. I'm not trying to do it. This is just fun for me. When I first started with Mike, MYK, I was simply trying to get him to realize some of the shit he was saying was pretty fucked up about the Philippines. Now he's been able to spin it around like I'm the bad guy. Sure, if I have to take responsibility for being the bad guy because I said that I don't like a certain thing or whatever, like I was intense on that Aloe stream. And by the way, the guy Aloe has been sending me emails, very gay emails, and I'm noticing a trend here. Gay emails, like saying that he wants me to suck his hole or whatever. I think that all these guys have a little bit of gay in them. Not Kuya John though. Kuya John loves females. Mike, I can see how upset you are that I said earlier that I was going to go and fuck my girl. It's something that you usually don't get a chance to do. Okay, so
He
you
said the F
under a
word
Trump
is
president,
done.
no,
F word
don't
is
fucking
done.
talk. He
F word
should
is
lose his
done. These are the
time. He
rules.
should lose his
F word
time.
is done. I'm sorry, Mike. He lost it. So, anyways,
All right, you have
let's
3
go ahead.
minutes, Mike.
Perfect. Great. So, John's been trying to debate me as much as possible. You guys see that he tries to say he's the king and everything like that. So, but anyways, here's a few things that, when he came on yesterday. Number one is he already admitted that he's a racist person. He already repeated the things that he said as being as a racist. Number two, he has completely repeated that his daughter or child, whatever, with the baby mama is the most important priority that he has ever, right? But what happens is it's been proven that the fact that when he also, and by the way, just to let you know, Mike, he lost the second debate after this again because he took his face off the video.
He's not talking. If he's not talking, he could be
Roger
taking
that.
a piss.
Roger that. Okay, so moving on to the other fact is if his daughter that he claims that I offended him and stuff like that, he has completely. If he was to see his daughter, why is it the fact that when he first arrived to the Philippines, he didn't go see his daughter? That he's been saying that his ex baby mama is not giving him an opportunity to be able to see him, right, or love him. But what happened with him was that he wanted to do the things with his current girl, which is like, listen, he has a complete right to do what he did there. But it also shows for the fact that his daughter or child, whatever, is not his priority. One thing though is he's showing for the fact that what's important for him is him, which is okay. But don't cry and be a baby about trying to be able to say that my daughter is the most important thing when everyone knew that his dog has more priority than his daughter, because he was more worried about how is he going to transport his dog. Next thing is, he's also completely admitted, okay, that he has mental issues. He stated himself that he has mental issues. He has anger issues. His own current girlfriend even admitted the fact that he does have some anger issues. He also openly admitted at Alo's channel that he verbally abuses his woman. And he's going to stay here and says, you know, Michael's saying that I'm going to all of a sudden hurt my current girl. There's always a potential to that. The next thing also is it's already been a known fact for this guy about the problem that he has with his current daughter. He can't accept the fact that, per studies, it's going to show the truth. An absent father will create a problematic child. And that's what he is. He is an absent father. He is inactive. And he's saying, I'm building a house. It's not your house. It's your girl's house because it can't be under your name.
Okay, time. All right, so before we start, I have to change one thing here. We're going to go to 2 minutes. All right, and now from here on through, you're going to get 2 minutes. So Mike, John, let me unmute you. There you go. You're ready to go, young man.
It's okay. It's okay. The house isn't mine, Mike. It's okay. That's my choice. I knew from the whole beginning it's not mine. It's okay. Do you have a problem with that? 90% of the shit you just said was right, dude. What's the problem? What's the problem, dude? I yield back my time. I want to hear more of this guy. He's just digging a hole for himself, sounding like a loser, dude. A fucking loser, man. Go ahead. Give him more time. I want to hear more.
He's on. Your time, Mike.
Oh, it's my time now?
Yep.
Okay.
He yielded.
So you want to reset it to 2? Okay, great. So do I get my 2 and his 150?
No.
Or just
you
the
get your
150?
2.
Okay, great. So the next thing also is that we've also proven the fact that John has a memory problem, right? So he's admitted that. He also admitted that he has been a drug user for the past 22 years. And one thing that we do know, because he actually said it on video. Now, it may be kind of looked at as okay, whatever, in the United States of America. But one thing that we also do know, that the Philippines do not want drug addicted people. So the fact that this guy is in the Philippines and has openly admitted that he is a habitual user, that he even stated yesterday on my live that he has memory loss problems because of him being addicted to something for 22 years. He's openly admitted that. Now, he's even openly said that, well, I let my woman talk to me because I don't want to say bad things in the Philippines, when he completely says bad things continuously all the time. And he's in the Philippines. Like, he forgets that he's in the Philippines. And so this guy has made some threats at me. Well, that's perfectly fine. He is allowed to make some threats. But that's the fun part, because he enjoys that. Because right there alone, we have enough evidence for John to be able to submit things directly to the Bureau of Immigration and use that on him to be able to make sure that he's blacklisted. But that's the thing. He has admitted that he's a racist. He's admitted that he's a drug user. Heck, the first time when I started talking in the first 3 minutes, he said that 90% of that is accurate. So let me ask this question. What 10% of it is not accurate, John? Answer that.
Okay, John, go ahead.
The racist part specifically, I don't qualify myself as racist because I don't like Mexicans. It's not like I would hurt a Mexican. It's not like I would come up to a Mexican and say, I fucking hate you to their face and shit. But if a Mexican's fucking with me, I'm going to tell them I don't really like Mexicans.
Watch the F-bombs, John. Watch the F-bombs.
He lost
please.
his 2 minutes. It's gone.
I give him a warning. Let's go. Keep going.
He's had 3 warnings, Mike.
It's not like I hate them to the point where I would want harm on them, but I do think that they smell a little bit funny, and I would tell them that. It's the truth. That's all I'm trying to say. So the racist thing, that's part one, and the hitting of the girl, that's fucked up. You as a weak man can constantly look at things and automatically assume things and say, oh, well, this guy is showing tendencies, so he must be that person. That's fine, Mike. Go ahead and do all that shit. Just like one of your commenters says, I have no skin in the game anyways. You're the one that's consistently having your channel go like this, not growing at all. So I've just been the guy from the beginning trying to tell you some tips and tricks. You took it to this level, not me. I'm the bored person here. You're the one that's trying to make money. Even my fucking 22-year-old girl today asked, why does Mike have his Cash App on his YouTube channel? He must be needing the money. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what you're trying to do here with the Philippines. So show us your passport. I already put $1,000 out. I already put $1,000 out, Mike. Show us your passport. You're not going to, because you're a liar. You are a liar, Mike. Just like you got exposed says you're a liar. Hey, we've all done it. We all lie. But we don't put our hair up like this with wax and gel first, with the nice white smile teeth, trying to get money for it, dude. You're making money off your lies. That's the problem. That's why you see all these people hating on you. I hate you, Mike.
Okay, go ahead. You're up, Mike.
So we already discussed that yesterday. People already seen it. So what people have seen is that the goal was, okay, I'll show the passport. I'll show the Philippine passport easily, but put the $1,000 up. But the thing though is, give the money up first, and then in the live, I'll go ahead and give it to somebody that I want in a live so people can actually see it, right? But so let's continue on with what he's saying. So we got a bigot, a racist, and then at the same time, is if he sees a Mexican, yet what does he call me? A border jumper. What does he call me? A spick. And he's admitted that. And you're telling me that that's not being racist? That's where it is. And what? He keeps on saying that I hate Filipino people. Yet at the very same time, this guy cannot even say the 5 things that I've said bad about Filipino people. He can't come it up. We've been doing that for the past debates every now and then that he tries to show up. He can never mention the 5 things that I said. That's already been proven. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's see, John. Let's see the 5 things. You already proven. You said 10% of the first thing I said was wrong, but you just proved yourself to be a racist. And then at the same time, and so now the question is, 5 things that I said about that's a bad thing about Filipino people, but you've talked about how Filipino people are poor. You talked about several things about Filipinos already, and we have that on video, and you can't deny it. We have it on Alo's channel. We have it on Antics channel. We even have several things you said about Filipinos in my channel. Imagine when that stuff starts being put in. And so it's up to you.
Okay. Go ahead, John.
This is what I've been trying to get at, Mike. You're a liar. You constantly lie. You're twisting the truth. To me, a racist is somebody who would physically hurt. I have a right as a person to like certain people over others. And if you can't respect that, I'm sorry, Mike. For everybody to listen to you pointing fingers and yelling and screaming like this, I mean, at least if it was masculine, we would think you were cool. But the way that you're sounding sounds like a Karen, a male Karen, dude. And you're smiling, dude, because you know it's true. This is what you're doing with your life. Like I explained to RJ, dude, if you had 10 people lining up and you asked them all, what do you do for your career? What do you do with your time? Like, dude, it's noon here in the Philippines and it's midnight over where you're at. You should be doing something other than this. All right. If you lined up 10 guys and you asked them all what they do, a lot of them are going to do some positive things for this world. I don't think that you do anything positive for this world. That's why I originally got involved with you. You're talking shit about my daughter, which you then I finally got you to apologize. I finally did. And you want to sit here and say, then the very next day you go, oh yeah, I apologized to his daughter, but not to him. You want to keep going, dude. You really think I don't have the balls to creep up behind your house with legal papers and show you that I sued you? While you're on live stream, I already have a motorhome down in South Georgia I have to go get. I'm 4 hours away from you, brother. You're fucking barking up the wrong tree. I don't even have a channel, dude. You got to pick your battles more wisely. I'm going to fuck you over for this, dude. Same thing with my girl in the Philippines. You're defaming me right now. You're trying to make me out to be this person that I'm not. I'm only human, dude. I'm not perfect. I've seen multiple people commenting saying I've been winning this fight so far. I have a question. You asked me a question. What do I know about the Philippines more than you? How many NPA, ex-NPA members just got amnesty? Go ahead.
Go.
Answer.
How
I bet
many
you don't know that question. This year, how many just got amnesty? You asked me yesterday, what's a question about the Philippines that I know and you don't? So go ahead, answer that question for us. If you know everything about the Philippines, you should be spending more time researching news stories. Sorry. Answer the question. Show us your passport. You shouldn't have to put money up first. Everybody in the chat sees
Hold on,
that.
you're
You
done,
shouldn't have to put your
you're
money
done
up.
with your stuff. Next stuff, whatever. So number one is, first of all, before we even continue on, he never answered my question. So
I
I'm
don't
going to go
have
ahead
to.
and revert it.
I don't
Before I
have
answer
to.
his question, I
Mm-hmm.
revert back to what are those 5 things I said about the Philippines. He has to answer those first. And if he can't answer that by me reverting to it, I'll take the 2 minutes back. I'll give it to you. What are those 5 things? This is a debate. You say things and you want to say I'm
Mike's
a
time's
liar.
not even
You said those
running. I
things.
see 2
What are
minutes
5
staying
things?
still.
What are 5 things?
I respectfully asked for 15 minutes to get taken off the clock because of that. 15
Not
seconds.
15. I
Seconds.
can't. You know what, John? I'll be
He
honest
just
with
talked
you.
that whole time.
It's a pain in the ass to change the timer. Just go here. Here's
That's
your
okay.
2
You can have as
minutes.
much time as you can give him 3 minutes. I'll have 1 minute. I don't care. I
No, no,
destroy
no.
him every
You've
single
got
time.
your 2 minutes. Go.
I thought he still has 2 minutes.
No,
5 things I'm
he
giving it
gave
to
it
you.
back.
Oh, okay. Oh, you gave it back. Oh, thank you, Mike. So this is like the part where you were up here and you're starting to go down here. So nice. Thank you. Thank you. So guys like you who laugh at other people's unfortunate things, like how I don't have to answer your 5 things. I can give you 5 fingers wrapped up into a fist, and you can go ahead and cry to everybody saying that it's a threat. It's all good, dude. It's all good. RJ Sandoffer, or whatever his last name is, if he's in the video thing there waiting on cue, I'd like to bring him up so everybody can see the type of person that Mike makes fun of. Mike makes fun of this guy RJ who's blind trying to create a YouTube channel. Mike, you got to pick your battles more wisely. You're supposed to be punching up, not down, man. So go ahead and report me to immigration and all that stuff. I know deep down inside what I did is not bad.
Okay.
What I need to know is, are you going to keep on doing this to me, or are you going to just drop it? Like, really, though? Because I have my whole life ahead of me, and I can do this too, dude. Maybe I'll even end up with a YouTube channel. I don't want to be doing this, dude. But if you're throwing my name out there, and it's all a strategy to you too. You're doing it for clicks and views. You have nothing else to talk about, man. Find something cooler to talk about. So I don't have beef with you other than the daughter stuff and the Perez Hilton. It seems like you have a lot more beef with me about how I'm a drug addict or whatever. From where I'm from, marijuana is accepted. I'm sorry if you cannot accept that, you border jumper. Mogman keeps commenting about some stuff here too. Like, I don't have a problem with Mogman. I've just was a troller. I've trolled you, Mike. I've trolled you. You know, now it seems like I'm the one being trolled, and I guess I get what I give.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, and I repeated it, maybe in America it's not whatever, but in the Philippines they sure are going to be frowning upon it about in regards to the marijuana use. So number 2 is he tries to say he's not a racist because the way that you have to be a racist is if you attack someone. When we look at the definition of a racist, characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis. But at the same time, is he doesn't really know much about definitions. We've already proven that several times because he likes to use words that he doesn't understand. Now, when we start talking about RJ, whatever, yeah, okay. The thing though is, it's funny is like RJ has been proven already to be a racist bigot as well. And we've already proven that in my channel. So apparently, you like to position yourself around these type of people. So I guess like attracts like. Okay. That's one thing right there because you don't even know the truth about that. Because RJ was a bigot against Filipino people, and he's admitted it. And even he's a misogynistic guy as well, and we've proven that already several times. But let's bring it back to you. It's funny, like he can't, he tells me I'm a liar, but at the same time, as I've been giving him an opportunity to be able to answer the 5 things, but he can't even state that. He's still denying the fact, and he's also a self-admitted abuser. He's admitted it. We have it on video, and he can't deny it. And so, as you guys can see, all he can do is use ad hominem and call out names, but he won't eat this. If it's supposed to be a debate, then we should be talking about certain things, but he can't answer that stuff. He can't, because he won't. And at the very same time is, let's move in to another part of things. You're right. You can show up, but that's the thing. It's all a bunch of threats, and you have every right. And for some reason, Georgia, isn't that where Auntie Jessie's from as well?
Mike,
Okay.
So look at
All
the same
right.
time is
Time.
Mike, the channel host. What did my idol there, Philly in the Philippines, just comment? He said, "Kuya John, my idol is saying my name. This is making me feel cool." What did he say?
Kuya John, clear that booger out of your nose. That's what he
Salamat.
said.
Salamat po. All right. So
Listen.
Listen.
Me restart this. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go.
let me see back at 2 minutes.
Yep.
Mike, our country just got influxed with a lot of illegal immigrants. They're coming from Mexico. Okay. If Trump gets stolen from the election again twice in a row, that's disastrous for our country. And we only have the Democrats and the Mexicans to blame. Even you yourself say you don't know which side to pick because you're a effing fake loser. You can't pick sides because you're not a real man. You jump sides left and right based on whatever everybody else thinks is good. I don't know much about RJ. I really don't. I never watched his shit. I don't know much about him. All I know is that you made fun of him, and I'm just trying to point out that he's making fun of a blind guy. Look at that. Just like you're trying to point out all these things about me. To me, being a racist means you're actually hurting somebody, or like you said, prejudice, like withholding a job from somebody. I'm an employer. I've never done that. Black, white, Hispanic, yellow, doesn't matter. You're trying to pin me down to be something that I'm not. I don't fucking care. Cool. Go ahead, dude. But the bottom line is you're still almost 50 years old, living at your sister's house, and you have nothing. And you're spending all your energy talking about other people instead of what your channel stands for. That means you're like this, dude. Like this. You know what this means? That means, I won't say the word. I don't want to get in trouble. It means you're a PUSSY. Okay? That's all I'm trying to get at. I have no skin in this game, dude, Mike. You're the one that's really exposing yourself and how you are. So answer my question. How many NPAs got amnesty this year in the Philippines? You said you know everything about the Philippines. Just answer the question. Give me a range.
around March there was 1,500.
No.
Around
You
March
sound good
time,
lying.
March,
You sound
April, there was
good lying.
1,500 that
Well, I
got
mean, if you want to
amnesty.
talk about 1,500, which part specifically? Mindanao or all of the country?
I don't know. 1,500
So,
is the most
all right, great.
recent one that I've
1,500
seen
for
in
that month.
March.
So how many for the whole year?
March is all I know is 1,500.
You know what amnesty is, right?
Yes, amnesty.
You know what that is, right?
How
Same
about
thing
this?
that the Mexicans get.
How about this? You go ahead and share with people what amnesty means.
Well,
And-
amnesty is like a second chance. That's it. Definition over. So you wanted me to answer 5 questions for you? I can do that for you.
Go.
I don't remember saying the number 5. This is part of where you got exposed, is always talking about how you have mental issues, right? I never said 5. If you want
did
5,
earlier.
I can't give them to you. All I can give you is the one example when you talked about my daughter, okay? And I can give you other things that I think are, but not like facts. Like, I think that you put down Filipinos with some of your views, but I don't think that it's a fact. I just think that. I don't know if it's a fact. Sorry. I just think that based off of when I'm hearing you talk about Filipino culture, Filipino things. Sometimes, especially when it comes to sex and the way you talk about provincial girls, you always put provincial girls down. So you got to kind of see that. That's one area subject that you do put down. See how I'm talking to you like a little pussy and a little bitch? That's because, oh my god, dude, I wish I was in the ring with you. I really do. I bet you would not do this to me. I bet you would not do this to me. You really deserve to get the shit kicked out of you. You really do. Your channel says Mike's Philippines Adventures, but I haven't seen any adventure since I first started following, which is like 9 months now. There's no adventure, dude. But in the meantime, I've came here, conquered all my goals, all my missions, and all my dreams for the past 5 years. And you fucking want to put me down trying to say my van is not cool? My van is
No
cool
good.
as fuck.
All right. The F word. Let's stop that,
Sorry.
John. You control yourself. Mike, go.
So, anyways, as you guys can see, he has no filter, and it's just a pathetic thing that you guys continue to see because he just regurgitates the same exact stuff.
No.
He goes from, I know for a fact Michael hates Filipinos, blah blah blah, but he can't even point it out. Now he's stating that he thinks it. You see, guys, as you guys can see, a bunch of emotional ways of handling things. He's not even sure about his own lies that he's saying. He can't even say that. That's the problem that he has. Continuously shows these things. He can't even have a proper debate. It's about going back and forth. I brought out several things, and what did he say? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. And he continues on. And so for somebody that says the fact that, show us proof, there's countless psychological studies that a father absent in a house, somebody brought this up, people who are absent, a father absent in a house actively will cause more problems for a woman. That's why if you look at by far majority, strippers and sex workers have daddy issues. Because if a real daddy exists in the house, they would not get into that position. So for the person that was asking that, there's countless psychological studies that you can see. Look at Jordan Peterson if you guys want to be able to do that. Look at a couple of other things. It's easy to search. And it's funny that he says right now, because I remember a story in the Philippines, the 1500 was given amnesty around March or April, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure. And now all of a sudden he goes, no. Well, what's the number? At the same time, why don't you show us a link to show that the number that I have is wrong? Show me your numbers. But at the same time, he has no clue, because that's the way to know about the Philippines. Let me go do some current research. He has no clue. He says, I don't know anything about the Philippines. He knows more, but we already proven in my channel he has no nothing.
Okay, time. Oh, wait, John. Wait. No, you're not muted.
It was my fault. It's actually 100,000, Mike. So based off your calculation of 1,500 in 1 month, my number I read was 100,000 for the whole year. So you're wrong based off your initial guess, because you try and pretend to know everything, but you don't. I'm not claiming that I'm better than you anymore, man. You know what? I'm not claiming I'm better than anybody else. I just want you to stop fucking talking about my daughter and stop talking about me. Do you need me to apologize to you, Mike? Do you need me to apologize to you? Hey, Mike,
Watch the
I'm
F-bombs. No, watch the F-bombs, John.
I didn't.
He lost it again. So anyways, moving on. I'm going to go ahead and continue my 2 minutes.
Wow. I got to leave if I'm going to lose
Mike.
that over that.
I'm sorry, Mike.
It's just the way that I talk, man. I'm not.
Silence, John. You lost it. It's the
No,
rules.
that's fucking bullshit. See,
Every-
right there.
Look,
Only every second.
All right,
4 minutes lost.
I just lost it there. All right, I just lost it there. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, Mike, go ahead.
So he keeps on, saying this thing about his daughter, right? Okay, what's this thing said? Did I apologize? Because I was like, you know what? Heck, there's been a couple times I said, let's stop talking about this. Heck, we had this. I think we had the a debate here at Mike's channel, and I said, I was like, no, I'm not even going to talk about your daughter. Refused to. I said, I'm not even going to talk about your girl right now. And we already had that stuff. And let it be, but he couldn't shut up. Like, he will go to other channels and make all these fake accounts to be able to make a comment. Hush, little boy.
No.
To make all these different accounts.
I'm not a little boy.
Hey,
let him finish,
lost another
John.
2 minutes. He keeps on butting in. Lost. Right there. Lost another 2 minutes. So, anyways, okay. He's already right there alone. We already squashed this. But what he does is he makes all these different accounts and make these comments. And he obviously the ones that he got shut down over at Annex, right? He even admitted, yeah, those were mine. That's how I do it. I troll. That's why I get, and he gets mad when he gets blocked, but at the very same time as he even admits that he blocks people because he doesn't like people talking about him. He says that he doesn't have a channel. Guys, he did have a channel. He does have a current channel. And he made a channel. He took it down because he didn't like, and he can't deny this because we also have it on video. He didn't like people making comments about him in his videos. So he took down his channel. He's been promoting his channel. He's promoted his channels at Annex. He's promoted his channel here. So he's a liar. He keeps on saying that. And about his daughter, I'll move on to the next one on that stuff, on my next 2 minutes for that.
On your next 2 minutes. Okay, John, go ahead.
It's mute, Mike.
You made my girl cry. That's why I had to delete them, Mike. I wanted to do YouTube, and you saw my content. I'm sure you liked it a little bit, right?
Mm-mm.
Wanted to do YouTube, but you made my girl cry. So now look at who you are. Look at the type of person you are right now. You're sitting there trying to explain to everybody why I don't have a channel, but I don't have a channel because you made my girl cry. That's the type of person you are, and that's what I've been trying to expose from the beginning, Mike. I will win this argument. I will always win against you, Mike. You met your match. I'm not going to let you ravage everybody while you sit there and just stay at 22,000. Do something big and cool to get me off your back. All you're doing is talking shit about provincial women. That caught my attention. You're a mean person. Maybe I am mean too. Maybe I am not perfect, but you are no saint, Mike. So I'm sure you looked it up. You saw the 100,000 figure, right? So that's, you saying 1,500 in 1 month would prove that you didn't see the recent news, And what I'm trying to get at is if you spent more time reading up on the news, like I feel like the host does, and talks about cool shit other than putting people down, that would be great. Like, it's not funny to make fun of a blind person. Maybe once or twice is funny, but 3 times is too much, dude. You know what I'm saying, Mike? So, anyways, what do you need from me, Mike, to squash this, to make it so you can stop making fun of my cool van and my dog who finally has a house that with a yard with someone who's always going to watch him, and a happy woman and a happy child, and another house being built currently? Can you please ask me this? And you say stuff about how, if I really love my daughter, I would have been down there first. If you only knew the issues that I go through with my daughter, you would understand why I wanted to spend a little bit of alone time with my girl first before rushing down there. Okay, Mike? So you can go ahead and try to make me look bad all you want. But the end of the day, you're the guy that is pointing the fingers, and that's not the point of your YouTube channel, dude. You're really going to try to make money off that?
Mike, go. Your time's running.
Yeah, so there's nothing in the news that shows 100,000. What's funny is if there is the 100,000, it's said that they're preparing for 100,000 within the next 3 years. So once again, maybe you need to be better at actually reading or listening to what people are trying to say. And it's been said here for the year of 2024 that there's been 1,600 that got amnesty within this past year. So it looks like you're the one who has no clue because I just looked it up. Why don't you go look it up?
I don't know if we have John anymore. Oh, there he is. Okay.
But it says right here, they're preparing for 100,000 applications. That does not mean that they received amnesty. It's an application process.
Okay, Mike.
So once again, he keeps on talking, but he doesn't understand it. He has no clue. Another proof. And he's still whining about his daughter thing. We already quashed that, but I told him I'm gonna go ahead and apologize, but there was a caveat. The caveat was you can't be going around and be like, I got Michael to apologize. And what does he do? In all his comment sections, he was saying that you did, and we have evidence of it on your comment sections as well. So once again, he's a lie. And if we can go ahead and prove this, he can't deny it. That's the fun part. Is once again, he keeps on getting showed up because he can't close his mouth. What he says, he goes, want me to get you off your back? How many times has he said, I'm going to fuck you in the ass? He said it on Alo's channel. I lost my 2 minutes because I said the F word.
All right, go ahead.
He should lose his next 2 minutes, but I'll let you slide, Mike, because I believe everything should be fair, even though I think Mexicans smell a little funny. Doesn't mean I want them
Come on,
to be
John.
held back.
John.
So anyways, all right. So
channel.
Mike, what? I erased my channel because you made my girl cry. Thank you, Mike. I call myself the king because King Marcos. I read his book, How to Escape the Wrath of American Women and Live Like a King. You know Overstay Road, right? The guy who actually makes content in the Philippines. You know him, right? You know Overstay Road. I'm assuming you do because you're in the genre, right? That's my idol. Philly in the Philippines and Overstay Road. Those are the guys that got me interested in the Philippines. I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely here helping out the people around me. I'm not putting anybody down. You are putting people down. I'm definitely out here doing the right thing for myself and my family. And you want to threaten to take that away from me? You're just inciting me even more and getting me more mad, dude. Please stop. I'm begging you. I just want to have fun with my family. I just want to make money, and I want to be able to be happy. I appreciate this whole past couple months, you guys teaching me to calm down a little bit, maybe about the way that I'm talking. But that doesn't mean that I'm walking around here talking to Filipinos like that, dude. That's fucked up to insinuate, to automatically accuse, to try to defame somebody and make somebody look bad. You shouldn't have did that to me, Mike. And anyways, the comment. So you apologize, I apologize, and the next day somebody made a comment about it, and that incited you to start it again, and you automatically think it's me. Okay, dude, whatever, man. I wasn't on other people's channels talking about it. I let it go. You saw that I was quiet for a while. Please stop this, Mike.
Go ahead,
He was
Mike.
not
You're
quiet. He was over at Antics doing it. He's even admitted the fact the usernames that he was using that he got canceled were the ones that he was using.
That was
He was
before Heidi
whining
cried,
over at
though.
the
That was
comment.
before
Hey,
Heidi
hush,
cried, and
little
all
man.
of our shit
Hush,
was after. So
hush,
you're just like this.
hush,
He's like this.
hush, hush.
Yeah, while you make shit up.
Wait.
Hush. No, it's been proven in Addicts. We got screenshots of that. He even did that in my live several times. And guess what? He's saying no, but he was using that Michael something. I forgot the last name, whatever that he was using when he made those comments in my channel and live. And later on, we proved that it was him as well. So he keeps on whining about it. And then at the same time yeah, okay, fine. He's a racist against Mexicans. He has a chosen thing. But then at the very same time are you saying I'm Mexican because you called me the S word? Because you called me a border jumper? You obviously said that. Or is John going to agree the fact that I am Filipino? That I have Filipino blood, that my parents were born and raised in the Philippines. So the fact that you're calling me a border jumper, so then that means you look at me as a Mexican? The fact that you use the S word on me, does that mean that you're saying that, that rhymes with Spike pretty much? So he's been saying all that stuff. He said a lot of those things. And as you guys can see here, every time that I bring up things that he stated, he cannot even answer it. He can't answer 5 things. He complains that he got his channel, he took his channel down. He wants to blame me. He wants to project. He has no accountability. The fact that no one was talking about, what did he do? If he's complaining, he's the one that brought his girl on a live. He's the one who put her in harm's way. He put her in the live, trying to lie to people, pretending that they can corner me, but then they get blown up. And then at the very same time as when I started speaking Tagalog to her, she was admitting things about him already. People have seen that live. They've seen me speak to her in Tagalog. They saw the fact that she admitted things.
All right. Yield. John?
Mike, did you hear the words that I said the last time? About how, can you please just stop? You keep going. You keep going. Right? We get it already. Everything you said, we get it,
Right.
dude. We get it. We get it. Calm down. Relax. I'm warning you. I have time, dude. I have time to go back and forth like this for the rest of my life if you really want to. I'm extending myself multiple times to you, all the time to you. Calm down. Just stop, please. You're the one putting out the Butuan things. I'm not even near Butuan. You're wrong, dude. You're wrong about the van. The van is cool. You're wrong about the solar. The solar is already installed in the house. And you guys are wrong about the house, too. We have built a bamboo structure on the side of the house with the CR in the kitchen. And the one property that you guys saw is our bedroom and living room area. The whole property is almost finished now. You would be impressed, Mike. You really would. It's nice, dude. Stop, dude. Stop. The Perez Hilton of the Philippines got banned twice and was trying to get back on because he's hurting people's feelings. I'm asking you nicely, can you please stop hurting my feelings, my girlfriend's feelings, my daughter's feelings when she's older? Can you please stop that, Mike? I yield my time.
So he's saying that I'm hurting his daughter's feelings. Hello? She don't understand anything. She hasn't heard it or seen this unless he wants to go ahead and show it to him. Do you guys see how he projects? Do you guys how he has no accountability for what he's done? He's saying I caused these things. He wants to debate me nonstop. For some reason, he enjoys wanting me to cam up with him. But at the very same time, this guy has no clue on what a debate is. He's like, how do you stop, Michael? I have all the time. Threaten me left and right. I got a
You
thing
got
in Georgia.
1.5 more
So
minutes
at
to
the
change
very
your tune
same
real
time as,
fast. You got one and
you
a half
know,
minutes to change your
so
fucking tune. Go ahead. Hurry
mute
up.
him, please. So now he's saying all that
You better hurry the
stuff.
fuck up.
I need another 2 minutes, Mike. He keeps on butting me.
Give it to him. Give him 10 minutes, Mike.
But anyways,
Give it to
so
him.
he
I'll give
has
you
no.
2
So as you guys
minutes.
can see, he's gonna continuously butt in and talk. I gave him this time. I don't butt in on and stuff. But this is what shows he's so emotionally unstable right now, in which we're showing it. He's exposing himself, how he has his own problems. He can't handle. Oh, Michael, please stop. But at the same time as he can't stop his mouth because he has a mental issues. He tries to say, you have mental issues, Michael. Okay, what mental issues? Diagnose me. I can
Making
diagnose
shit
him
up.
right now with several things. And
Making
you
shit
guys can
up.
see he's still butting in right now because he has no chill. And as you guys can see, he's emotionally damaged right now. We're showing how he's an emotionally damaged man. He is he is a drug addict, a verbal abusive racist man that has admitted it, that has shown it. And this is where everything works out and it's fun. And you're right, you have all your time. But guess what? You said you're enjoying the Philippines, but for some reason, you go from chat room to chat room, making comments, making multiple different accounts.
Not
And
true.
here's where you guys can see that somebody has a mental issues. This guy talks about himself as a third person.
That's the fun. Well, if you
That's
create a
where it
fake
is.
account,
So right
you're
there
gonna
is
be like,
another
hey,
proof. And you
like
guys
you
can
don't.
see he can't shut up. He just can't. He just can't shut up. And there's people that are like,
27
Michael,
seconds.
shut up. This is a debate. I have my 2 minutes. I still have my
Yep.
25 seconds. The guy
Yep.
can't shut up because why? As you guys can see, he's talking over me right now because he can't handle the things that's being put out.
10 seconds.
You know, and so that's the thing. And yes, his daughter is going to have problems when she grows up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Kuya John here.
Wait, John. Wait. John and Mike. John, leave your daughter out of it. Mike, leave his daughter out of it. The one thing that really, I understand, John, I do understand from a father's point of view. All right. My own point of view, it is incredibly difficult to try and relate to people saying things like that. Mike, I understand you're using a debatable point, but as a parent, you can't expect a rational reply when that happens. from a
I
parent.
completely agree. But the once
Okay.
and you brought it up.
Don't cut somebody off when they're talking, Mike.
It was not. He was not being talked about
He
because
may
you
have
know
had
he
more
got talked
information
about
right
because
there
he
for us.
brought it up.
Let the channel host speak and make sure he's finished talking,
Okay.
please.
I'll just say this, Mike and John. Let's not bring up the kids. The kid thing should not be there. Mike already apologized once to your daughter. All right.
Yep, he did.
All right. And that's it.
Thank you for that, Mike.
Okay.
But
Go
then
ahead.
see, so here's the thing.
I
Mike
just
was
need the 2
finished trying
minutes.
to do
I need the
whatever.
2 minutes. Don't let him talk.
And do you see
Don't let
what
him
he
talk.
just
I
did
need
there,
the 2
Mike? And
minutes.
remember, Mike, the
Let's be
caveat
fair.
was he
Let's be fair.
cannot be talking about yes, he did. So he's still bringing his daughter
What?
thing here.
Okay.
What?
Either way, you know what?
Just give
If
me the
you
2
guys
minutes,
want to
Mike.
argue,
Just give me.
no. You guys want to argue about John's daughter, your channel, your time. My channel, my time.
Thank you.
Leave the kids out of it. All right, now,
Yep.
John, you're
2
on.
minutes.
Go.
I need 2 minutes. It
You
says
got it.
150. Thank you, Mike. The host. It's not really fair to leave the daughter out of it when that's the core root of the problem, but I will respect your decision even though I don't think it's right. Mike, MYK. The reason why I'm busting your balls so much is because I too am Perez Hilton of the Philippines, or I could be. Sorry, I too am Perez Hilton. I hold myself back. I don't want to do what you're doing. It's pretty fucked up if you ask me, the way that you look, the way that you sound, the way that you act, the way that everybody has to watch that, and for what value and what reason everybody's even watching it. I don't fucking know. I'm starting to think over half of them are fucking probably gay for you or something. Take my time back if you can't handle the truth coming out of me. I'm sorry, you guys, but the fact is, Mike, I always have liked you. The reason why I started watching you, I wanted to try to help you. Obviously, I can't get through to you. I've said it many times. Please stop. If you don't care about that, that's fine. If you want to keep going, that's okay too. I'm not the person that you think I am, and I feel like if we spent some time together under a different situation, maybe we'd even get along. Because I too like to laugh at other people's misfortune. Once again, I'm sorry for you. You know, for you thinking that like I want to hurt you physically. But when I say shaking, I mean like shake some sense into you. We have our disagreements, and if you want to keep on making fun of me, that's your right to keep on making fun of me, man. But the next 2 minutes that I get, which I will get, thank you very much, Mike. I'm gonna constantly just talk about all the negative things about you too, and we can just keep on going back and forth, or we can just stop this, dude. It's up to you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
So as you guys can see, we're trying to move on, but he can't do it. Now, I can be a decent person. I can be like, all right, we can move on from this one. But we've done this like 4 different times already. Even Mike, who's the host, has seen this guy already have the thing of the conversation.
I'm here. I'm just doing something.
Yeah, no worries, Mike. But see, as you guys can see, there is no weight to John's words because he unfortunately keeps bringing it up. He keeps on bringing things up. He keeps on bringing the conversation back to the problem. See, the thing though is, I have shut up because I have agreed to it. But I've seen how he continuously does his talking in other channels. I've seen him do his things on my live and stuff like that in his comments, and he's gonna shake his head. But it's perfectly fine for the fact that we have the proof on it. He gets called out numerous times. It's easy to be able to bring out a fake narcissist, right? As you guys can see, he'll talk about himself. Kuya John's a king. Kuya John's this. How many people talks about themselves on a third person basis? Well, those are people with mental issues. And he wants it to stop. Well, it's easy to stop. It's called shut up. Stop making different accounts to make comments in other channels, and then you get proven who you are, right? That's the part that happens here. And it's just unfortunately. He'll say certain things, but he doesn't have any proof. He says I'm a liar, that I know more about the Philippines, that he knows more about the Philippines than I do, but then he gets proven out there, then he says he thinks. He can't even say the 5 minimum things that about the Philippines that I've said that's a bad thing. He says about the province things. I've already talked about those.
Okay, John, go ahead. John, we can't hear you.
Going back to the amnesty thing, if 100,000 people got approved to be able to get out of jail and do a application and start living with the general public, it might not be released at that moment, but it's big news, and you should have known that, and you shouldn't have had to look it up. So technically, I knew it first. We can go back and forth all the time. You know, I'm trying to offer you a piece once again, and if you can't take a couple comments in the comment section of somebody saying, "Hey, Mike apologized," why can't you take the truth? That's the truth. So just like how I don't know why you got exposed, idiot channel hates you that much, and Mogman and all those other guys, but there's a reason why they're doing that to you, Mike. And your channel said adventure, so I clicked on it and I subscribed. This is not an adventure that I want to be doing. You know, with the YouTube channel, I do admit, yeah, I wanted to do it because I thought it was fun. Good way to record shit and maybe make some money, honestly. I wanted to see what it was like, see if it's even possible, see what the numbers were like. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm always growing and I'm always learning, as any young man would. Think of yourself at my age. What I don't understand is why, you know, you're lying about me going on channels the day after or 2 days after. I dropped it, dude. I did not do that. It's so easy for you to say, oh, he went on this and went on that and did this, but so you're saying it because you saw one comment, but then you overreact and make up a bunch of other shit. Like you're making up that you have your passport because you don't have your passport because you're a fucking liar. You got exposed. Has been telling everybody this, dude. Just stop lying and tell the truth. If you want to keep going back and forth, I'm going to keep on talking about you too. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay,
Just please stop.
This is a timeout, real quick, just for a minute.
So as you,
Wait just a minute. Expat Hunter. Okay, I'm about tired of your shit. All
it's
right,
you got exposed. It's you got exposed, Mike.
Expat Hunter. No, you got exposed is right underneath him.
He goes back and forth to different accounts. That's
But-
All
you
right.
got exposed.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: either stop that shit, whoever it is, all right, or I'll just ban that, or feel free when this is done to cam up and have a conversation with Mike. This is not your bullshit situation. Either get out of their fucking height or shut up. One or the other. My last only warning. Okay, Mike, you have your 2 minutes.
So now he's still trying to go back with 100,000. But that was hilarious again. So no, the NPAs are not in jail. Are there some NPAs in jail? Yes, but a lot of those NPAs that they're going to be talking about in regards to getting the amnesty, they actually live in public. That's all. That's how it works. They're not.
But they're getting their rights back. They're getting their rights back.
So it's unfortunate that you have no clue anything about it. I mean, so, but that's fine. We can continue on. Like I have no problem, you know. And number one is, let me go say what his quote was. His quote was that after we had the apology and agreement, he said 2 days later he was not. I didn't say 2 days later. When did I say 2 days later after we had the example that you started talking shit? No, I said it's been a while since that actually, you know, occurred. And so I didn't do that. I didn't say 2 days. I said within the past, you know, so and so that's been happening. That's what I was saying. But once again, he says that I put words in his mouth. Here he goes again. Here he tries to go ahead and do that. RABA, it's not M as in Michael, it's N as in Nancy. It's the New People's Army. That's what the MPA is. It's the what do you call this thing? Communistic Party of the Philippines. So there's the answer to that. But at the very same time as he unfortunately has no clue. You guys have seen how he is right now. You guys see how he's just butthurt. This can stop. We can definitely stop this. I have no problem doing it. But at the very same time as you keep on making those comments in other people's channels and in my channels, and he says, well, you shouldn't get bothered by these things. We called you out several times in my lives, and it's proven that it was you. Because you say Kuya John this, and then all of a sudden you admit it's you. It's just so easy to be able to weed you out. That's the unfortunate part.
It always happens
It's
to
like
me every time I prank
he
call
has
somebody.
no clue. He has
Yep.
no clue. See, he even just admits he always gets exposed.
Okay,
He
Always.
exposes
It's
himself.
so
go
funny.
ahead.
All right, so I'd like to ask Mike before I go further. Can we stop this or no?
I've already made my apology.
No, I don't
But
need
you're the
any
one that
apology. I just want.
hey, listen. How about this? I don't mind stopping it, but you're the one that keeps on breaking the promises. You keep on breaking it all the time.
I don't really Sorry, is this my time or his? Is this my time or his?
You
Sorry.
asked him a question.
No,
He responded. Go.
all right. I'll let you finish. I guess out of respect, but I
No, go
haven't.
ahead. Go ahead. You've
All right,
got
Mike.
2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes, John.
Yeah. So this is the part where I think you got exposed, has you with the whole crazy part, right? Because to me, I didn't do what you're saying that I did right now. You're making it up in your head, dude. I
What
didn't
part?
do
What is it? What
saying
did
I
I
went
make
on
up?
other people's channels, saying ha ha and all that stuff. I did not do that, dude. Swear on my fucking grandmother's grave, dude. And then you brought up Philippines antics. I made Heidi cry before all this happened, right? And I have not touched Philippines antics at all because I felt so bad for making her cry. So like, you're bringing up facts of like, hey, this is how I have the fact of how he didn't do our deal when it's just not true. And that's why I'm thinking you got exposed actually has a point that you're just we're all crazy, dude. We're all crazy. But what you're
No.
doing here is you're being incited that I made one comment as breaking our rule. I did not go on other people's channels, dude. I did not. I did not, dude. I did not. I did not.
You want me to answer that?
So
You want me to answer that?
I just don't want to be the guy that spends the last 35 seconds talking about how gay your hair is and how you wear makeup and how I could only imagine what the screen is like behind the screen, and I can only imagine what rules you have for your sister's house, like you can't have people over at past 11 or something like that. Like, we can always make fun of each other about stupid little shit, but you know, you're bringing my girl and my daughter in, makes it so it's a lot harder for me to control myself. Yeah, so what, dude? So what? So what, dude? You shouldn't be doing any of this. Please stop. Let's stop.
All right, Mike, go.
Once again, and you guys can see he keeps on bringing it up. Like I said, if he wanted to stop it, what did I say before I started talking? Sure, I can stop it. But what does he do? He wants to go ahead and add more things to it. That's what he does all the time. And he doesn't even know his own timeline, because before he did that thing that made Heidi cry, we had the live before that and had that conversation. He can't even recollect
Aloes
time.
is after the Philippines
He
antics.
can't even
Aloes,
recollect
see,
time
you're
as we
making that.
speak.
No, that's
And
not
as you
true.
guys can see right now, he's butting in because he doesn't want me to
Okay.
talk, because we're going ahead and exposing it. He doesn't even have how to be able to handle the time and everything like that. That conversation happened before the antic stuff. Way before that. It's been a long time. But I guess maybe his drug addiction to 22 years of marijuana, that he even admits that his brain doesn't work as good because he forgets things and he doesn't remember things, which he has admitted. So as you guys can see, he's all over the place. He has no clue. He wants it to stop. Sure, we can stop this. And he says, like, that one comment I said, I didn't say you made one comment. You've made multiple comments. We have it proof in my channel as well in the lives. You don't think that I have those recordings? You don't think I have those timestamps? That's your problem. You keep bringing up your daughter. You keep on bringing up your girl. You put them in harm's way. We're having this conversation on how to be able to stop this, yet you can't help yourself. Instead of like, all right, let's go. I already said before he had the talk before me, I said, sure, we can go ahead and move on from this. But he can't. As you guys can see, and he's proven himself that he can't help himself, that he has to go ahead and get some digs. That's his problem. And so guess what? These are the type of unfortunate expats who's going to have problems in the Philippines. And he even admits it. He wants to hide behind his woman's to have her talk for him because he knows, and he stated, and we have it on video, he doesn't want to get in trouble because of what he might say to a Filipino because he's a racist guy. He's racist. If he's not racist, because he says, I'm only racist against Mexicans, pretty much is what he's saying. I'm only a bigot towards Mexicans, then I'm not a Mexican, but he calls me out.
John, you're on.
I've extended it a couple times, Mike. You obviously don't want to stop. You can't stop yourself, too. I can see that. You obviously don't want to stop. One more time. One more time. Do you want to stop? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I'll let you have the last word because you got the channel and the face to save and all that stuff. But thank you. Please stop. Thank you.
And once again, hold on. No. Once again, with the you guys see how he does the little narcissistic digs? You have
what?
You have
I just gave you a one up. How is it a narcissistic?
You have the face to say.
It's my time. I should have started at the beginning.
Say anything anymore.
Start the 2 minutes. Start the 2 minutes.
You can't.
Start the 2 minutes.
Unfortunately, it's my turn.
No, what do you mean? How do you figure? I just started off by asking. It's not your turn.
You were talking all that time.
No, Mike, you did interrupt him.
He's crazy, you guys. He's crazy.
He's not crazy. No, it's an emotional issue. Just like you interrupted him, he interrupted you.
Let's start.
There's your 2 minutes, John. Go.
Thank you.
Give him his 2 minutes.
Mike, once again, I don't even want to go over what just happened there. Everybody saw, 109 people saw what you just did there, okay? You made a little slip up. It's okay. I'll tell it to you again so you can fully understand it. Mike, do you want to stop? You said yes. It's over and done with.
Cool.
It's all good. It's all good. My daughter's 5. I don't want her to be 10 and seeing me on the phone here talking about a bunch of shit and I don't want to do that. I've reached out to the Philippines YouTubers for advice. You put me down. That's why I got upset. I'm just a normal person, man, trying to make my journey in the Philippines just like everybody else. I don't like it in the USA as much as I like it here. I came here for work, but I went to the NTI office and asked them what the legal ramifications were for hiring somebody physically, and they asked, is it okay? Is it going to be like cash business? And I said, no, I'm just going to hire them to work on their computer that I'll provide. And they said, as long as I have $1,000 in a Philippines bank account for every person that I hire at all times, then I'll be fine. You sitting here and accusing me, and that's where the defamation thing I'm talking about is just, and we already said stop, so we'll just stop here. We'll stop. But
okay,
it really hurts me, Mike, to want to be that guy to go back and forth and make fun of somebody's hair and all that shit, because you're making fun of me, I'm making fun of you. I'm glad that we were able to stop this and we can go on to other stories, because I don't want to be exposed anymore, dude. I don't want you guys to do this to me. I just wanted a little bit of respect for the shit that I was doing, and obviously I'm getting put down too much to put my neck out there. I'm sorry about that. I guess my story's not cool enough.
Mike, you're on.
Yeah, so you're in the Philippines right now as a tourist visa, right, John?
Yep.
Okay, so here's an advice. You can't hire anybody because you're in a tourist visa. You cannot hire someone. You can't, because you're already talking about putting $1,000 in a bank account. You can't. Now, if they're an independent contractor, you can. I'm giving you this advice to help you out.
They are independent contractors. I'm paying them via GCash.
No, but you just stated that, the NIT told you that you need to have $1,000 deposit in a bank account. That means it's direct hire. That doesn't work. If they're an independent contractor, you don't need to have $1,000 in your bank account. But hey, listen, what do I know?
Okay, Mike.
All right.
Guys, just out of curiosity, listen, just, with nothing, I'm not going to talk about whatever. The thing goes with your ex and stuff like that, how old is she now? She's like 26, 27 and stuff
20,
like that?
25.
25. Hopefully you fix that stuff up, man. That's
Why
my
would I
thing.
want to fix it with my ex? Like, meaning
Not
fix
with
the
her.
relationship or just the friendship?
I
Well,
don't think
the
he
recent
can have
news
a
is
friendship with
all
that
the.
kind of stuff.
Sorry, I won't cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, hopefully you fix that stuff up with the relationship with your daughter, because I'm not saying be friends with her. You can't, it's hard to be friends with the next. That's just the truth.
Okay, guys,
But
here's what. Go ahead, finish up, Mike. I'm sorry.
yeah, but like I said, the $1,000 in the bank account thing, you're a tourist, hire somebody as an independent contractor that they whatever, but don't do the stuff that be like, your NIT. You shouldn't be doing that because you're considered a tourist. You can't start a business in the Philippines as a tourist.
Okay, Mike.
Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna give each of you 3 minutes for your closing argument, and then we're gonna open the panel. If you want to stay and talk to others and answer questions, great. If you don't want to, then that's up to you as well. So, John, closing argument, 3 minutes. And hold on just a minute. Let me reset this timer. And there, and you're on. Go ahead.
Boom. Billy said 3 for John, 0 for Mike. That means I'm better. Fuck yeah. I win. I always win, and I always will win. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker.
Hey. Watch
Hey,
your
turn it off now.
language.
He's done. He lost his 3 minutes.
I yield my 2 minutes back. I'm just fucking with you guys. I
All right.
appreciate the time here
This
tonight.
this right
The
here,
conversation's
this
over.
right here shows proof.
It's my time. I get the 2 minutes. I get the 3 minutes back.
No, you're done. You said
He
the F
cut me
word.
off.
Mike,
He cut me
Mike,
off.
he lost
He's
it.
cut me off.
Mike, he
He's
lost
cut me
it.
off.
I'm sorry. Rules are rules. He lost it, Mike.
You know what? I got muted, both of you. You're both muted. All right? That's how it works. Look, gently and responsibly. I mean, I'm not going to do it any other way. All right? I'm not. This is the way it's supposed to work with mature adults. And both of you are grown men. So there's no reason it shouldn't be that way. Okay? Now, I'm going to start it over again. I'm going to give John his 3 minutes, then I will give Mike, and let's go. But, John, if you blast off with that verbal diarrhea of F bombs, you're done at that point. Okay? All right, let me reset this and go.
It really has been fun, guys. It really has. I'm actually hitching a flight in the next 4 hours out of here, going back home. Really has been fun. I'll be back in 3 months. Fulfilling my dream, fulfilling my destiny the way I want. If you guys have a question about coming to the Philippines and you're unsure, I definitely recommend it. I'm really happy that me and Mike had a chance to reconcile our differences and understand that our time and value can be spent in more energetic areas, like better areas to make money and be prosperous for the world and all that stuff. I was just trying to troll to begin with, and I shouldn't even have got involved with you, Mike. I'm sorry about that. Obviously, I met my match too, and I cannot compete with you. I wanted a fair chance to debate you. I can't compete you in regards to what you're saying, man. I said the S word. I'm labeled as that person now. I'm sorry, dude. I made a mistake by saying it. I shouldn't have. I was mad, etc. So it really has been fun. Like that last outburst, that's just my way of laughing, man. That's just my way to laugh. I don't want to keep on harassing you. I really don't. I think that I can get myself away from your channel and stop making comments about how you apologize to my daughter and ha 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 and I won, and it will be up for everybody else to decide who won the debate in real life. And that's okay. It doesn't matter who won or who lost. What matters is I'm getting what I want, which is you stop talking about me, and you're getting what you want, which is me stop making stupid comments on your channel. I promise I will stop doing that from my phone and devices and all that shit. For the final time, I'm sorry. I appreciate the time being able to talk and not be muted. I'm just one of your viewers, man. I'm just one of your viewers. I came here. I conquered my mission and goal of getting my dog a house with a yard that's more affordable because everything's very expensive in USA, as you know. And we're not all lucky to be able to have free rent and all that stuff. Not saying like you, I don't know what your situation is, and I don't want to put you down anymore. I'm just saying it's hard in the USA, and that's why people come over to the Philippines to try a different lifestyle. And it really hurts me when people put me down and automatically assume things just based off of one thing. But I guess, if somebody calls you an S word, that means you are the R word. And I see that now. And I don't want you guys thinking I'm out here hating on people or putting people down. I've just been incited because the daughter thing.
Okay. Mike, you're up.
My bad.
Please don't put me down, Mike. I spent 3 minutes not putting you down.
So that's so once again just another begging whatever, but I'm willing to move it forward. But as a lot you guys have seen, and it's just unfortunate that what goes on. I'm willing to go ahead and move on and just like stop this stuff, but for him to then all of a sudden still not understand that, because he's admitted to everything. He's pretty much said all that stuff, and that's perfectly fine. I can move on from this, and that's perfectly fine with me, and so it just goes from there. But the question that everyone's going to be asking themselves is, number one, is can John resist from opening up his mouth again? That's all that it is. Because as you guys can see, and it's unfortunate, and like I said, this is the closing remarks, and we can move on from here. What he stated when it was supposed to be closing arguments, what did he do? Instead of being able to hold himself down, he goes on a verbal tirade. So the question here is, can he move on from this? And I say only time will tell. That's the thing. Only time will tell. But one thing that we did get to see is, two people having a conversation as much as possible. I think it's a great thing that, one side gets muted, the other one gets muted and everything like that, and just go from there. And then we'll see what it is. Only time will tell what it is. But like I said, I can move on from this, but I keep my word on what I'm going to do. And so I'm still going to do what I said I'm going to do for a lot of the people that's asking. So it just goes from there. Right. And so we'll see. So we can move on from having these conversations. We can move on from having the conversations of, in public and stuff like that. And, we can do the private things that needs to happen, and I'll handle it that way.
Okay. Wait, John. All right. The closing arguments are done. The panel is open. It's open discussion.
All right, Mike, just make sure that like somebody can't just comment pretending to be me and shit. Like you saw me on Facebook, just hit me up and ask and shit before you go and freaking out. Because I am swearing on my grandmother's grave, I'll stop. So don't let somebody troll and, all that stuff, okay?
Okay.
Well, I did like the Munsters.
I think he's talking to you, Mike.
I did like the Munsters.
Oh, wait,
TV show.
Mike. Wait. Shit. No, you're not muted on my end. It's on your end.
No, I'm not muted. I can talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I muted myself because I had a phone call and stuff like that. So it just goes from there.
Okay. So the panel is open. If people want to talk with Mike, want to have discussions, and let's go forward from that. And John is here as well. And for as long as they feel like staying around, they can stick around. And we'll figure out if people want. But I'm not going to put somebody on that I do not personally know without their face. So, if you're not willing to buck up and man up with your face, it's not going to happen. So, let's see here.
Mike, can you do what you always do with your channel and go through all the comments, please, and make sure it's fair? Don't skip each one.
You know what? There's so many I didn't get a chance to put them all up, but the live chat should post, and I'm still putting in as many as I can.
What was the
So
last one? The green. Well, I can't see them though. What was the last one? The green one.
the green one. We want to talk to. There you go, Egghead John.
Thank you, Billy. I really, I don't want to talk. I'm not going to say anything. I just want to hear the comments, if you don't mind, Mike. I love your channel sometimes only because you just read all the comments. I got you plenty of times. Remember that one comment where I made you say that you sniff Rogaine off of Ati's ass?
No, I don't
And
remember
he said,
that.
"Come on, the Rogaine comment." You were reading all the comments,
I gotta
and
be
it said,
honest. I'll be honest with you, John. I read so many comments. All right. And I'm old. My memory isn't from a problem with weed. My memory is a problem that just old.
"But yeah, that was." I liked the Munsters. It was a cool show.
All right.
I'm
Let's
really not.
see.
I'm definitely not built for YouTube though. Like the way that I react and stuff, it's definitely not going to be professional and shit. So it's another reason why I canceled the channel. Of course, it's just not my thing.
And so CJ McKinley wants to join up. That should
Wait,
put.
are you not reading the comments because you're protecting Mike?
No,
Just
I'm
wondering.
posting the
I'm really not.
comments. I'm
I'm
posting the
definitely not built
comments.
for YouTube though. Like the way that I react and stuff, it's definitely not going to be professional and shit. So it's another reason why I canceled the channel. Of course, it's just not my thing.
Well, I'll be honest with you, John. You being a subscriber or not doesn't break my heart. But I'm not going to sit here and read like a third grader. Okay, they can read the comments, all right, or they can't.
I'm sorry.
I just always thought like as the host, you can like think of it more like a radio show.
No, it's not a radio show. You know what, John? I did this to try and give both of you a opportunity to speak without being interrupted and to be fairly represented. If people don't like it, they can say so in the chat, but I did the best that I could. I missed the timer a couple times. I fucked up with, oh, look at that. I lose my time. I screwed up with Mike once or twice. I did the best I could.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I just think it would make more sense to like read off the comments to see who won a debate. Isn't that the point of a debate? Who won? Isn't that what we all want to talk about after?
Well, they can come on and they can do that. Or I tell you what I can do is I can go to the bottom of the comments. Yeah, CJ's here. Okay. Yeah, JJ. Because I have a semblance to Uncle Fester. That's what John said. So that's why he's talking about the Munsters.
And your furniture
But
in the
that
house
wasn't
makes.
Uncle Munster. That wasn't, unfortunately for John, he was probably smoking weed because that wasn't the Munsters. That was the Adams family.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking that. Yeah. You got the joke though.
Billy says, yeah, I'm posting all of the comments, but they're coming faster than I can read them. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Anybody else got anything to say? CJ, did you have something you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, and I want to know why John constantly says Mike's gay. I don't see it in him, and where's the proof? And even if he was, I mean, that's like that's part of your racism. I mean, came out and said you don't like Mexicans. I mean, you used so many racial slurs last night, and then they were repeated from a previous live stream. I mean, you make accusations without any proof, and even if he was, that was his sexual preference. Who gives a shit? To me, you're just all talk, dude.
So, all right, CJ.
And then I have a question for Mike after, if this guy will even answer, but he probably won't.
He may be taking a leak. Who knows? Go ahead and ask Mike.
No, no,
All
no.
right.
You want to comment back? Is that what he just said? He wanted to comment back.
Yeah, I mean, polite. I
Yeah,
mean,
I definitely understand where you're coming from. Once again, I don't think that I'm a racist because I would never hold anybody back in life, but I am overly truthful. And with what's going on in USA, with how Trump got the election stolen, and now there's an influx of illegal immigrants, I feel as though that have some resentment
so
towards Mexicans. And when I
I'm
found out
thinking you
Mike,
don't like
well, I
Mike
can't. I'm not going to talk
because
about
of the
that because
border
I respect
crisis.
Mike, and I don't want to break any rules and all that stuff. So break any rules as per our agreement. I wouldn't want to do that to him. I apologize to Mike for what and everybody that heard that. I should not have said that, and it's not a good look. It really isn't. I shouldn't have said it, dude. I don't know what. I'm sorry. I've
Yeah,
never
but
held
you said
anybody
it like
back.
three live streams in a row. You said the same. You keep using the racial slurs, and you apologized last night, and then you're making the same apologies today. Will it change tomorrow? I don't think it will.
I think that you're pulling going a little bit too fast there. I remember saying it in Alo's channel, right? But I don't really recall saying it anywhere else. And
I
once
watched the
again,
entire live
I
stream
do
last
apologize
night.
for saying that. I shouldn't have said that. It was one of those situations where he was talking bad about my daughter, and it would not stop. And Mike is a crazy motherfucker. He keeps going at people at their throats, and he got me in a bad situation, and I shouldn't have did that. I'm not a racist, and I've never held anybody back. I've never not been friends with somebody because of their race. But the guy with the Philippines channel is more Mexican than that, and I brought that up. And I understand saying the S word is not acceptable in the world.
All right. Well, you're an American citizen, right?
Yep.
As am I. As is Mike. I mean, so why even bring politics into this? I mean, I'm an independent voter. I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to vote for, but I think both candidates suck, to be honest with you. But it sounds like to me you're hating on Mike because of what's going on our southern border right now. You're
Well,
definitely a MAGA
it's
person,
affecting
which
every
is
state.
fine.
It's affecting every state. Mr. Cowboy Man over there, I'm sure you've driven around and seen that America's a different place than it was 10 years ago. And I know America's built on immigration and stuff, but there's legal immigration. You gotta limit that stuff.
I do agree we have an immigration problem, but
Look,
I mean, it
I
is
already
what it
told you,
is.
Cowboy Hat Man. Like honestly, I shouldn't have did that. I feel bad. I regret it. I
Now,
disagree
I'm
with
a
what you're
proud
saying
American, but
multiple times.
you do know the United States history. Since its inception in 1776, we've only been at peace for 20 years. All the other 200 and some odd years, we've been at war. America is a country based on war, and that's factual. War equals money.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm. You know what? This is not a political channel. I am.
All right,
We're
I'll leave
not
the
going to go
politics.
into
I did.
politics. All right.
I did want to point something out
That's
about the
that.
Philippines antics thing happening before the Allo channel. I'm like 99% sure it did happen before the Allo channel thing. The Philippines antics with Heidi crying happened before, but I could be wrong. Just I don't remember it that way. And if it was that way, I apologize, and I'm not going to do it again. But I just wanted to say
For,
that was just something that I wanted to say during my time there. I just didn't have enough time.
for clarity, I did not say that
I
happened
mean, me
before Alo's
personally,
channel.
I like
I
Vitamin
brought up the
George.
part where we had the conversation at Mike's channel. That happened, and the agreement that let's just move on. That happened before what happened with you and Antics. Then you went to Alo.
Okay. By the way, the Aloe D Winter guy's been sending me really nasty emails talking about sucking his HOLE, like meaning his penis hole.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are you saying Allo is sending you personal
Very gay,
emails that
yeah,
are
very gay
bad?
emails. Yeah, very gay emails, and I asked him to stop. And I said I'd continue to talk to him, but he has to stop with the gay emails, and he kept going. He's also
Are
made
you
threats.
sure it's not a troll email that somebody's
Yeah, the
used
guy
his? Because some people do that, and
I
if it's
love
a
to see even
Proton
more of these
email,
emails.
look
Bill.
into what's written in there. Sometimes somebody will add an S in the end or a space
No, it
and
was
make it
him because he
like.
got me on that channel. He got me on the channel to do his live. It is him. He's twisted.
I'm just saying.
You know, we might
I
all be twisted.
I
This guy.
I got to be honest with you, John. I've watched Allo for years, and I've never met him, never seen his face, anything like that. But I'll be honest with you, I've never seen what you're describing about Allo. Um, that surprises me. Um, that really surprises me.
Well, yeah, he's mad that I didn't continue to talk via email. He got mad and started saying stuff to try to get my attention. But I don't like that gay shit in the email there. That's not cool. I actually I don't have a problem with him other than the gay shit. That's the only problem I had. He just went real gay on me in there in the email. But
I
oh yeah, he sent me an email saying, "Hey, this guy from Austria, he's usually the guy that we'd go to for information on people. He's got it out for you because what you did." And like I know I get it. I incited a lot of people. I shouldn't have did all that shit. I regret getting involved with Mike.
So just to answer Brian 300, he's talking about Allo the Winter. Um, it's ALO space. I don't even know how his channel is actually spelled, but Allo the Winter. Um, and Allo is a confrontation drama specialist. He he can. Let me tell you. You know something? Those people between Allo and Popeye and a couple of others, they practically invented um, drama in the YouTube community here in the Philippines. But he's also pretty straight up kind of guy. But I've never seen what John is describing come from Allo. I think maybe that might have been a troll account. You know what, John? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying I've just never seen it.
No, he, he's just mad that I wouldn't talk to him in the email. That was his way to get my attention, and I just don't do that gay shit. Um, so yeah, if there's any other questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them. You know, once again for the 100th time, I wish I never got involved with Mike. I'm sorry, Mike, again.
I think both
My
of
my
you
my
did
question
a
is,
great job.
you want? I'm sorry. You don't want issues. You don't want to go back and forth this and that with people and stuff like that. Yet now here you are talking about Aloe de Winter, one of the guys who's actually truly is going to be the one that's going to be worse than I am between our back and forth.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean, I
so I
don't,
mean, this is. And listen, hey, listen. Do you do what you want to do? But you keep on
well,
saying
it's the
that you
truth.
don't want any more
It's the
issues,
truth.
but you're now trying to
It's the
start.
truth. I got the emails. It's the
Okay,
truth. That's the truth.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Do you think that I didn't get them?
So, just out of curiosity, John, Mike Ross asked, "What did it come from a Proton email address?" Oh, we lost John.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
No, he's gone. We lost him, and that's Mike brings up a solid point, and Mike from Mike's Philippine Journey, it's a solid point. Proton is a very secure way to hide who you are. They're based out of the country. You can't subpoena them for information. Um, it is um, uh, it is definitely not something you want to deal with. Let's see here. So we'll take that.
Hey, can I ask Mike a question?
Whoops. Dano, wait. Okay. Kuya John. Four. Guess. Hang on. There's Dano. And then Kuya John has tried to come back in, but we missed him.
If he's still here, bring on RJ.
Let's see here. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, I went to go check. Yeah, it was from Proton. I know for sure it was him. I know for sure. But anyways, it's not I'm not complaining about it. I'm not going to call the cops on him or anything. It's just kind of weird that it took that turn that fast. Kind of weird.
If it was from
But no.
Proton, I would almost bet you money it's not from Aloe.
Oh, if it was from Proton, it was not Aloe?
I can almost bet money.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, I don't really care either way. Whoever it was, I'm just glad they stopped emailing me that shit because I don't want problems with anybody, even on the back end.
No,
It's not like
we're
I'm
just
trying
saying,
to
you
stay
know
it out
what,
because the guys.
John,
Yep.
we're just saying, let me tell you something. There are people you want to screw with, and there are people you don't want to screw with. And Aloe is a guy that will hunt you until the earth dies. All right. He'll be around just like the dinosaurs. Okay. Aloe has a memory that is limitless.
That's all he does.
Oh, it's kind of creepy.
He is.
He's also
So,
stated on several occasions that he doesn't know why, but he just does not trust Mike for some reason.
Hey, Mike. M-I-K-E.
MYKE.
I'm looking.
And Mike.
What's different with me, with you guys, is I'm not a vlogger. Okay, I just observe. But as a guy that can stand back and look at all these vloggers out there that just are like reaction vloggers and reaction vloggers to everything that somebody says, if you're going to react to somebody, you're in the World Wide Web, man. You're going to get somebody go right back at you. And if you're going to continue to react to them, they're going to continue to react to you. It's just the nature of it, you know? I mean, most of these guys aren't like Aloe, okay? Aloe's a certain species. He's different, you know? He just loves the drama, deep drama. The other ones just like to generalize at each other, and nothing gets solved. It's really crazy in the Philippines. You know, people talk about coming to retire here, and then all they got to do is attack each other. You know, sticks
Yeah,
and
it's
stones
bad.
may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But it seems like everybody's name, they get up. Oh, it's so sensitive. Oh, you said this, you said that. You know, unless you did something seriously illegal, which only BNI and you know, the Philippines can take care of. It's all words. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like a bunch of kids going at each other. I mean, that's just my opinion from looking at it from someone that just observes these channels. You know, I subscribe to a lot of them because I like seeing what's going on, man. You know, but it's crazy. It's amazing. You want to talk about psychological and narcissism? Oh my God, that's all this is. You know?
That's what I want to talk about. Yeah.
Well, I genuinely wanted to create a YouTube channel. I was trying to put my feet in the water. And I definitely
Do
got
it.
bit.
I know, but the thing is, if you haven't watched a lot and know how things are going to happen, that's what happens. You know, when you get your
Mhm.
feet in there and you start accusing somebody of something or saying they did this, and you really don't have the fact, you only heard it from somebody, or you think this, well, then you're going to get all kinds of stuff coming at you.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I was on Philly's live stream minding my own business, and um, well, actually, you know what? I wasn't minding my own business. Philly's live stream had Mike on there, and I was defending not regular guy, defending the other Uncle Jesse. That everybody thought his girl was so young, but I just knew that she wasn't. I was willing to bet for his side, right? So I hopped on and I defended Uncle Jesse, and then that's when Mike had a target for me. So I got myself in a weird position because I defended a guy who I was willing to bet for that he was right, but Mike was the other side, and Mike ended up throwing jabs at me. Is really how this all started. Because during that whole process, there was a story where I was complaining or looking for advice about my daughter and the house that she's living in, etc. And then Mike started putting me down about all that stuff, the way that Mike does, and got me incented and got me mad.
You
Okay, go
you
ahead,
already
Mike.
admitted that you said
Talk.
stuff about me first. You can defend Auntie Jessie all you want. That's fine. You have every right to
Yep,
do that.
I
But
agree.
you threw words directed at me that was not related towards Auntie Jessie. Let's
I
be
agree.
honest about that.
Yep.
So
I need it.
would you then agree technically you started this?
Yep, I do agree, and I don't really remember the whole stream, but I'm sure I was saying some fucked up shit to you. I'm sure I was.
And then what did I do? I used the
Clap
bullets
back,
against
Mike.
you that you brought out.
Clapped it back.
You
hey,
know something.
you know,
Here's
Mike's got the receipts. You know, yeah, that's his big thing. I got the receipts. He's,
I do. That's the thing. That's the thing. I do bring out the receipts.
who cares, man? Who cares what someone says? That's the thing. A simple thing like he did.
No,
He said
I
something.
get it.
Then it just causes a ripple effect, and then you got all
Mm.
these guys. Yeah, you did this, you did that, you said this. It's it's crazy, man.
No, I get it.
here's something. Just a bit of positive help for John and for other commenters that don't know Aloe de Winter. Mike, you've been around much longer than I have. You've seen Aloe far longer than I have. I mean, you know, what wasn't he part of the Swamp Cast and all of that? I mean, I saw that mentioned earlier, but wasn't he part of a big a big podcast that routinely went after drama?
Well,
You're asking me, right, Mike?
Yeah.
he has a separate channel.
Yeah. So I mean, and you know, the thing is that Aloe is somebody that's not gonna deny it. He admits it. Like this is the place where where they create drama. So it's like like when John went on to Aloe's channel, Aloe literally told John, you're in the wrong channel, buddy. If you want to uplift people here, because we don't do that here in this channel, right? So so yeah, that's the thing. I haven't been around long enough to be able to, but I think like before I joined to start making content, like I used to hear rumbles about him.
Oh, praise the
Good
Lord. Aloe de
Good
Winter has stopped by. Aloe,
Is
would you
that his
like
comment,
to
or
address
is that
this?
is that
Bring
his
him in
comment, or
our
is that Riff Raff Radio?
Riff Raff.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Aloe, John, would you please tell Aloe what you've told the rest of us about the emails that he's been sending you?
Yes, I will, Mr. Drama King over there, Mike.
I couldn't help it.
Aloe. Everything was cool in our email until you started going gay on me. Does that mean you like shit up your ass or what? We all want to know.
Okay, so Aloe, I have room for you always. What can I
Bring
say?
it
There's always room for Aloe if he would like to address this.
It's about to go down.
Take care,
in.
JR. Thanks.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
ringing for a while when I clicked on it at first.
Now,
I'm just saying this is, you don't want any more drama, John. You're trying to live your life and all this stuff, and
Yeah,
you're
that's fine,
doing
but
this.
he doesn't have a lot of followers, and it's not like if it was Aloe, I guess I guess it's my fault for exposing that he sent me gay emails. But like at least he only has 700 people watching his channel. You have a much larger following, and it affects me more because you said stuff about my daughter. Like anything else that I do after the fact is just casualty of war, and I probably just did it to myself.
You're still bringing it up. The
leave the
moment to have
kids
that stuff
out of it,
is to
John.
bring it out. We've had this conversation. This live hasn't even ended,
All right,
and you already
I
brought
gotta
up
leave.
your daughter
If we can't talk
twice.
about the truth and what's happening.
Well, Aloe says
He-
he's sending him
he-
emails to piss on my gaping
Thank
hole
you, thank you,
and to
Alan.
suck me.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I'm not down with that shit.
Well, then. So,
He
but
said,
you said he was sending you gay stuff. You
is,
were,
is that good? Actually, let's switch gears here because I don't want to talk about Aloe anymore. Maybe I
okay.
probably shouldn't even have said that about the gay stuff, but he just said it right there, Mike. You saw it, right?
Well, I saw what he put. I'm not
There you
sure.
go. So just
Those are
believe
emails.
half of what you hear, believe half of what you see, and none of what you hear is what they say.
Yeah.
So let's switch gears. Everybody's got. You know what? I'm going to yield my time. I got nothing else to say. I got nothing else to say.
Look,
Can I ask you?
getting a vlogging thing going is really tough for some. I know two vloggers that moved here. They built their own houses. They're showing their life, right? And they quit. They couldn't take the people commenting anymore. And then they got to try to react to it with another video about how they didn't like all these people that said these negative things, and they just quit. It's what happens. You have to understand if you're going to be a blogger and put yourself out there, and you're going to try to get all this success and stuff, you're going to have people that are going to do that. And so that's what
Yeah.
the delete button's for, man. But if you're afraid to do that because it might affect your, monetarily, well, but you just don't react to them. But man, it just seems like everybody's so sensitive on here, man, with these comments people come out with. It's unbelievable.
I agree. People that are on YouTube need to realize that they're filming themselves every day and then putting themselves out there. They're going to get criticism because there's haters out there, period. But I do have a question for MYK, or a statement, I guess. um, Mike, all right, you kept referring to John as a drug addict because he's been smoking weed for 20 years. But
Part of the
I mean,
defamation. It's part of the
marijuana is
defamation.
legal. Yeah, but well, so am I a drug user then? I
Yeah.
use medical marijuana every single day.
Yep. You are. You're a
Is
drug addict.
so
Instead of
to move it off frame or whatever it is, in the narrative that I said, if you go ahead and go back, I stated that in the United States of America, it is not seen as this, and that's what my statement. So I think you missed that part. So in the U.S., it's not seen as that way. In the Philippines, it's seen as differently.
You guys always talk about food,
So
and I'm
that's
sure Mike knows what this is.
so that's
Negative
and that was
thing.
that's
probably
a statement on
super
that one.
John.
And then at the very same time as if you're using medical marijuana, you're doing it legally and stuff like that. But at the same time as even under medical or whatever, just like for anything else, like if you look at this stuff, there's people that are provided. Let's say for example, you're provided what do you call it, prescription, for example, for oxycodone, for oxy or whatever like that. If you're taking it, if you're taking something like that while you're prescribed, then that's ordered for you. But that doesn't mean
Just
that
the
if
left
it's
versus
no
right.
longer there,
It's
that
the left versus right thing.
it's going to
Can I
be
tell you?
you
I'll tell you a
won't get
true
addicted
story.
to it. But I didn't
My,
no. So in your statement, I would say that you're not. I use the preference as in the United States, it's how this is, but in the Philippines, it's seen differently as well.
I was
Is it
dating a
really?
girl.
I'm trying to convince your viewers that you can get me kicked out of the Philippines because I smoke weed in USA. You were inciting other people like Aloe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
John, we're trying to move on from here, and you're bringing stuff
John,
up again. I'm trying to give you this moment.
That's illegal. You stated it right on camera. That's stupid.
The point has to be made. If you're going to let yourself and put yourself out there and tell everybody what kind of meds you're on, you're only asking for people to react to you. It's none of their business. So if you're going to
Look,
talk to people and tell them what you're doing, expect to have people come at you, okay? Because you're giving
yeah,
up your personal information. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're going to tell your whole life story because you think everybody's going to give you good accolades on the comments, it ain't going to happen. There's going to be people
I
that
don't.
take it out of context. They're going to want to nail you because they don't like you, the way you're doing something. That's just a natural instinct that these bloggers do. You know?
yeah, we covered that. But
I
his
just want to
comment was
say
about the
something right quick
marijuana.
before I get up.
His comment was
Fellas, I
about the
just want to say
marijuana.
something right quick.
Right, but I'm
I
saying
just
Yeah.
want to say something right
put it out
quick.
there though. John put it out there. That's the
Hold
thing.
on, I just want to say something right quick.
I understand what you're saying,
I have
sir.
no dog in this race right here. You know, this whole back and forth between Mike and John is between Mike and John there. I just want to know, Dano, I'm a fellow cigar smoker. I'm a brother of the leaf. I just want to know what you smoking on there, my man.
Oh, I got right here, right now. I got a Tabacalera Torpitos.
Okay, then. Oh, that's from the
Yeah,
Philippines. Okay.
it's one of the best in the Philippines. That's the only one I
Yeah, the
really
agent.
like out of the Philippines. Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Okay,
then.
guys,
Yeah.
hold on. I want to ask
Right.
John. Aloe made a comment. Says, "Don't you
Yeah,
want to
that's
talk
about
about
doing.
the content of your
Yeah,
emails?"
the only bad stuff I have about my emails is about me suing Mike in USA. So I don't know if he's just trying to stir up shit, Mike. Come on, we're smarter than that.
So,
The content I want to talk about, if he really wants to bring it up, is that he said something about how there's some guy that used to be a terrorist in Austria who then went to Australia and now is in the Philippines that's going to hunt me down and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a. I wish I could fucking be the John I really want to be. I'm not going to say anything further, though.
Dude, you basically threatened Mike several times just in this stream. I'll come to Georgia. I'll track you down. I know where you live. You send a pizza to his house.
That's because you're somebody that takes me as saying that I'm going to come serve somebody papers and creep up in the backyard and get a trespassing as a threat of violence. I don't see where there was a threat of violence. I even clarified, shaking him. Yeah, I even said, yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you. So what? Well, you guys going to sue me? The fuck?
Yeah, but I mean that's.
So what
I
happened to
guess
the
it's
truce?
fine.
Why
Pretty much
were you going back there again?
I was mad. I was mad.
He can't hold it back. Like, this is the
I
thing,
was
John.
mad. I'm
We
sorry.
haven't even the live is not even over yet, and you're already starting it. I thought that we already had this thing going on. Let's just move on from it.
you know what? Hey, you got exposed. Would you like to join?
That's one I'd like to see.
I invited him in my
I
channel.
highly doubt he
He
will.
said that at first he says I'm giving the wrong link. It doesn't work, and everybody logged on, and then he eventually it showed up the fact that his browser won't accept it. I wanted him to join my live. He wouldn't come in. See, look, he can't.
Can I have a closing statement because I gotta hit the road here? It has nothing to do with Mike, just my whole overall Kuya John experience. Because you guys aren't going to be hearing from me for a while, maybe 3 months.
Okay, John, go ahead.
Going back home.
I thought
Once
you moved to
again,
the
it's been.
Philippines fully now.
What's that?
Did you say you moved to the Philippines fully?
So every time I come here, it's always my forever trip, Mike. But let's be honest, I'm only 38. I need to make money. I got a business. I got to make money. I can't make money here. I got to physically work. What I did with this trip, and thanks for cutting me off and asking the question. I appreciate it. Kuya John's very interesting. this trip was definitely a crucial one versus the other ones because we got so much work done with the house, obviously, and then the dog thing, getting the dog there. I want to say my dog's eyes were glossy for the past 5 years, and his eyes are not glossy anymore now that he's in the Philippines. He's been acting like a completely different dog. 14 years old, Australian Husky, Shepherd, Pit Bull mix. It's been a awesome time with my daughter, even though she said mean things to me that we're still working on. I definitely learned a lot from having jabs with Mike about myself, about what I should be doing, right or wrong, etc. And I hope one day I can put cool content out without taking stabs at people and being involved with the drama. The Philippines Antics channel kind of incited me too. Like I got all excited with the antics. That didn't work out well when Heidi. Go ahead.
So what? She did something 20 years ago. She paid her dues.
No, I heard she got out 2018.
No,
That's just what she said.
I live in Florida. I looked it up because I seen the name drop like 6 weeks ago, and I could probably look it up right now. Well, I got it written down. She went in 2005. She was out in like 2010.
Yeah, I don't know. That's her business. I don't care. I don't care anyways. My point was, it's a fucked up thing to do. I'd much rather be accused of smoking weed than doing that.
Yeah, but you didn't do wrongdoings like 20 years ago when you were just a kid. She was like 20 years.
No felonies. Of course, no felonies. Of course. Why? Do you have felonies on your record?
I don't know.
Right. Well, that's the difference. That's the difference between us and Heidi. But anyways, in closing, I'm definitely going to unfollow and stay quiet and just mind my own business. Thank you, Mike.
Everyone.
The host.
Allo,
Oh shit!
Are you there?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Allo. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's an
Let's see
honor
which
to be
side I
here.
pick.
So come on, guys. Give me a short overview about what our good friend here, Kuya John, said about me.
John, he's right there. He can speak up.
What was the
I
question?
have a feeling that he wants to leave this discussion here as soon as possible.
No, I'll stay. What was the content you were talking about in the emails that you wanted me to talk about?
Homophobic gay emails.
Did that trigger you?
No. Oh, sorry. The gay comments? Yeah, I don't like looking at my phone seeing that shit.
Okay, yeah, then that was the goal. That was the goal, my friend. To get
Okay,
a
well, you
little
got
bit
me.
triggered.
Well, I just thought it was weird. Alan, I don't follow you a whole lot until about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just be honest with you. What happens is I've never seen you. Maybe I was mistaken by what John said. John kind of gave me an impression that you were sending gay emails to him about gay stuff, kind of like wooing him to be gay. Yeah, somebody's got a lot of echo.
Yeah.
Is the echo still there?
Hello. No, gone. Yeah, it's still there.
Everybody press mute.
Here I am. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've been muted.
So I got no echo now. I don't hear any echo feedback.
Oop,
How about now?
Now I hear it.
Yeah.
It's probably me, I would say.
Okay. Well, we'll deal with it.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Huh.
So anyways, though, I mean, it just seemed like I maybe have mistaken what John was saying. It kind of like made it sound like you were gay to me.
Nah, it's like, look, the thing is this. Let me give you a little bit of context here. John here contacted me because he needed a platform to go after Mike here, right? He was basically trying to recruit people because he knew that actually he is done in the community, right? He was basically the new punching bag of the community. Nobody takes him seriously anymore. Everybody knows what kind of a
But
person
even
he
if I
is
get one
after the.
person in the comment section saying that Kuya John's cool, that's all I care about. Even just one.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. I know you don't. You won't like this part here of the story, but it's the truth. And so he came
Yep,
to
tell
me
the
and he
truth.
needed a platform, right? And so I told him, okay, let's do this because I thought he is an interesting guy for all the wrong reasons, because I want people like him to come on my show because we often would deliver drama related shit, and that's exactly what we did. And I told him about that. This is what's going to happen, and let's see, right? And I didn't expect that all these other guys would hop on my panel, but it was a shouting match. We had a little bit of discussion and debate. It was a good show. That's what I am looking for. That's what the guys who sub to my channel are looking for: shouting matches and the drama, right? And it was good. People enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and it was like 6 or 7 hours long. Now,
I watched the whole thing. It was
a
great.
hang on a second, okay? A couple of days later, I contacted John and told him, hey, this was a good live stream. Thanks for coming on the show. I usually do that with all the other guys. I think Popeye was on there. Even Mike here was on there. Joel Alba and RJ Sandifer and a couple of other guys. It's just what I do, right? And so he felt like he was the star, right, of the show. And he felt like I needed to give him money for me to have him back on the show. That's how it started. And I started to realize what a dysfunctional, self-centered, mentally unstable fucking prick he is, right? And so
Yeah, we
when
would
he
get along
comes
great,
on
Alex.
here, and talks about me sending him gay shit, then I must tell you that I have been doing that with a lot of people, because that's just the way how I roll, right? I try to get a reaction. I want to see how are they going to react to it. And the thing here is, John came on here to somehow discredit me, right? It's like, hey, don't listen to that guy. He's a bad guy. He's like
I didn't say
doing
anything like
all
that.
these things behind
I didn't say
the
anything
back.
like that, Alex.
I have been doing
I
that
didn't say
for
anything like
years
that. All I
now.
said was the
Oh,
gay emails.
hang on a second. And
I want to know if you're gay.
the more interesting part is, yeah, I know, John, you're trying to interrupt people, talk over them. That's not going to happen with me, because
I want to know if you're gay. You're
I
sending gay
am the
emails.
guy who does these things since
Everybody's
many
gay,
years.
John.
You're a newcomer in this fucking genre here. Now, let me talk a little bit about why you are nervous, because I do not know what has happened earlier, but I started to somehow scare you. And I have the emails, by the way, and I will publish them. You came to me and said, when all these guys threaten you with kicking you out of the country, that makes you feel scared. You're nervous. You wanted
Of
reassurance
course. I
that
have a daughter
nothing
here. Of
can
course.
happen to you. You were very nervous. And I have the emails, by the way. And then I started to say, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. And then you started to feel like, okay, what could they do? Is this a problem? Can they really kick me out? And then you were angry about the guy here with the blue background. And you said, and I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but you said, I have a camper nearby, and I'm going down to Florida, and I'm going to teach him a lesson.
I already
And
told Mike I'm going to come on his property. I get it.
It sounded a little bit like a threat, right? And if you come on here talking about our email conversations, you might want to talk about that as well, right? Tell
Okay,
me a
yeah,
little bit about the threats that you made.
yeah, sure. My plan was to go to, if we didn't come to an amicable agreement, which we just have, thank God, I was going to go right to go get my motorhome in Georgia, then go down to Lakeland and go down to the courthouse and file paperwork. And when I had my documents, I was going to go and wait for him to be on live and then go to the backyard around his pool,
Exactly.
maybe jump in with him with the papers. I don't know if that was going to be cool or funny or not, but, and then give him the papers. But yeah, I mean,
So
Mike
I think
already knows.
And let me
No,
just
no,
tell
no,
you,
no,
and
no,
let me
don't cut
just
me off.
tell
I'm
you
not
why.
finished.
Let me
Don't cut
just
me
tell.
off. I'm
Hang on
not
a
finished.
second here,
Don't cut
because
me off.
there's
I'm
more
not
to the
finished.
story.
I don't have much time. Don't cut me off. I'm not finished. But let's be honest about the email string. Was you trying to say to me everything will be fine? You will not get in trouble. And you wanted to do everything you could to have a second live, and I said no. Because unlike what Mike thinks, I've been trying not to do that shit. So you're just mad that I didn't do a second video, dude. I'm sorry. I offered to meet up with you. You don't want to meet up, obviously, 'cause you don't want to expose your face. I don't even know why you're on here, because Mike and other channels have never let people come on without exposing their face.
Yeah, because
I came back
let
because
me
you
tell you
said, you
about
know,
that.
I'm
Let me
not going
tell
to
you
like
about
what it
that.
was. Mike's
Hang
Mike's
on a
man enough
second.
to
Number
understand that
one,
somebody wants to kick
hang
his
on a
ass.
second. Because why does he let me on here? Because A, I'm a superstar. Okay, superstars get away with things like that. Number
If you're a
two,
superstar, then why is it 700?
number two. The thing is, you came on here trying to reach out to these guys because you want to make peace with these guys, and you know why? You know why?
Because
Because
I'm
it was
scared, Aloe.
me.
Because
Exactly.
I'm scared, Aloe.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
what of it? What of it? I don't want beef anymore. I just want to focus. What's wrong?
Yeah, I know. I know. The thing is, because you are scared, and maybe you should ask around in the community about what I do in the
I can't
background.
understand you.
And it's
I can't understand you,
exactly
Arlo. I can't
why
understand you. Can you talk
you
more
are
like with an English
on
accent?
here.
I can't understand
That's
you.
exactly why you are on here trying to pacify these guys, because you are very, very nervous about it. That's why you went on that other show. I believe it was
Yes, Mike is
on
very good at
Mike's
what he does.
channel,
Mike is
because
very good at what he
you
does.
tried to reach out to him because you are shitting your fucking pants. Tell him
No,
what I
no,
told
no, no,
you
no.
2 days ago, because I'm going to publish that stuff. I
Okay.
am not afraid
Now,
of that. There's nothing you can say or do about me.
What
There's a lot I can say
what
and
I
do
can say
about
is the
you.
king. What I can say is that the king will always be above superstars. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta get going.
yeah,
Is there
right.
any? If there's anything else of substance here, that would be great. Do you have anything, Aloe, other than our emails? You can expose the emails. I have no problem with that. I can release them. I'm
Yeah,
giving you
please
permission
release
and all
them.
that.
Please
Yeah.
release them. The truth
Okay.
is,
I guess it will
I
incriminate me
came to
more
you
that
and
I
I
wanted to beat
told
Mike up.
him. Yeah, I came to you and I told you that I saw the paperwork. I told you that this guy here is taking this shit very serious regarding the pizza
Mm-hmm.
issue, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
started to be nervous. And then you said, I would like to
No, I
do a
still.
new show. I want you to come. And then I told you, no, my friend, we did one show. You are done. You are the joke of the fucking
Okay.
community. I think we
Now,
are done here. So
if
don't
there's anything.
contact me anymore. Don't contact me anymore. And that's
Mm-hmm.
it. And what did you do? You went to his show, to other shows, because we understand and we know that you crack under pressure. Listen, I'm good at this. I know when somebody is just trying to act all tough. You, my friend, are a complete zero, okay? The things that Mike said about your daughter, okay, are probably true. I really pity her, because
Okay.
we all know how she is going to end up. You are a loser, and the only reason why you still are with your girlfriend is because you want to prove a point that you are not the kind of guy everybody tries to portray you as, right? And you are exactly that kind of guy. You're exactly the kind of guy that everybody thinks you are. A, you are a complete zero. B, you have no money, and you are not talking to a lawyer, because in your emails you were like, oh, I just contacted my lawyer. Okay, Mike is going down. Okay, Mike is going to get a cease and desist order. We know exactly where he is at. We are going to take care of business. There are only two things in life: pussies and money. And I don't want to know about anything else, right? This is all bravado. You, my friend, are a complete fucking zero. If I would come on here and threaten you, or talk shit about you, or talk shit about your family, your daughter, or your dad back in the US, there would be absolutely nothing you could do about it, my friend. Nada. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay? And I figured that out just a few days after the show. It took me a little bit. It took me a while to figure out what kind of a person you are. But everybody who thinks and says that you are a complete fucking nut job is absolutely right about that.
That's
And
what I
the
want to
reason
be.
why I have
That's
you
who I
on the
am.
show, my friend, is because you are a complete zero, and
Mm.
because you are a nut job, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't
I agree.
realize it.
I agree.
Nah,
You may
friends,
be
the guy is
right.
nervous.
I may
The
be
guy
crazy,
is
but it just
nervous.
may be a lunatic you're looking for.
Yeah, I know. See, and then he switches to his strategies here, like A, talking over people, or he starts talking about something else, like don't speak with that English accent. Don't
What?
speak with that English accent. I don't talk with
Okay.
people with
If
this
there's
kind
anything else of
of
substance that you guys
accent.
would like to go over, I would be more than happy to answer questions.
Yeah, talk about your the content of your emails. Why did you even contact me? Why did you want to do another show?
The way I remember it is that I did not do another show with you when you wanted to. You
Yeah,
kept on saying
that's
stuff
why I
like I
said.
was.
That's why I said, hey,
Yeah, you
buddy,
said a
it's
bunch
your
of positive
language, right?
things
You're a
too in the
native
email,
English speaker.
enticing me to do another
You're a
show. So,
native
hello,
English
why are you
speaker,
talking
my
over me?
friend.
If you're
Yeah,
going to talk
because
over me, I
I'm
can't
out
do
of the
this.
winter. I'm out of the winter, and you are not. That's
Okay.
why I'm talking over you. Get
Okay.
that part, right? You understand
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So about those gay
Come on,
emails,
talk about
you're
it.
not actually gay though,
I
right?
said, yeah. I let you win that one. All of the winter is gay. Now he
No,
has
you're saying you're
lost
not gay
all
though,
his
right?
credibility. He has lost
No,
all his credibility.
no, no,
Guys,
no, no.
all of the winter is gay. He lost all his credibility. Is that, you see, I knew exactly you would try something like that. When you don't get your way, you start pissing on people. And I must really
I know. I'm a
say that
bad
your
person.
girlfriend must be in a very, very dark, bad spot, right? Because we both know you're going to leave her, and we both know that your daughter is going to end
I don't
up
want to. That would be fucked
on
up.
a
I don't
dancing
want to do
pole,
that.
or what did they say, or probably as a
If I haven't
hooker,
left her,
right?
yeah, I usually have
Wait,
like 3 months to leave.
wait. Okay, look, guys, let's leave the kids out of it. That's my only request. This is already going to be demonetized, but let's please leave the kids out. Go ahead.
Going though, do you guys need anything else from me?
You don't want to continue this, John. You don't want to
We can
continue this, right? You
we can
have
continue it.
other things to do, right? You have other things
Well,
to do. You're a
if
businessman, right? You have
you
other things to do than
you
coming on
do
a
you
show
have any
like that.
other
Yeah.
subjects?
What is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is it, John? What is it, John? Tell me. What's so fucking important right now that you have to attend to? Where do you need to
I'm
go? Is
actually
this a
building a
business
dating site.
meeting?
I'm building a dating site called ph-dating.com. You should check it
A
out.
dating site.
That was
Wow.
another reason why I wanted to get involved with all these YouTube channels, like Philly in the Philippines can attest. My first emails to any of these guys was to get in with some partnerships, so I could get some money flowing.
Partnerships.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
And
Let me
are you
talk.
a
You can check it
member
out.
of the US?
ph-dating.com. th-dating.com. There's about 50,000 US invested in the past 5 years. It's built just like Facebook. You get the continuous feed that Tinder swipe features. I could keep going on. I didn't want Mike to touch it because we were arguing and shit, but that's one big thing I'm working on right now. And then also, just being positive. Do you have anything positive we can talk about?
Something
that's
positive, yeah. Look,
the big.
the host here, out of respect, right? The host here said we shouldn't talk about the kids, we shouldn't talk about the daughter. I was referring to the comment that apparently Mike came out apparently with a comment about your daughter, right? And the only thing I want to say about that is he was probably right about it, because your
I get
daughter
it. You're only saying that to
doesn't
try to get me more
have
mad.
a
I'm not going to get mad at
future.
you, LO. I'm not going to
No,
get mad at you.
you don't. I don't want you to get mad. I like you, my friend. I like you. I like you for all the wrong reasons, but I
I'm
still
hearing you
like
guys.
you.
If I don't try harder with my daughter, she's going to be a bad person. I get it. I'm going to do the best that I can, man.
And I think that's a good plan. I think you shouldn't spend too much time on YouTube. I think you should stop being on all these live streams, because you are making yourself look like a fucking fool out there. And you realize
Even
that,
though I
right?
have a lot of experience doing exactly what everybody wants to do that hasn't done it yet. But okay.
Yeah. Last question. Are you running for United States Senator in your hometown, in your home state?
I couldn't take it.
You
Couldn't
could
handle
what?
that. I couldn't handle that.
You couldn't
that like a-
handle running for
No.
the U.S. Senate. Tell us
No.
why. Just make it short. Why are you not U.S.
Oh, well,
Senate
I'm a
material?
hothead. I just say the wrong things all the time. I think that's pretty clear.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry for exposing the email thing about the gay stuff. I just thought it was kind of fucked up that, and let's be honest too, like deep down inside, it's like, who you going to take a swing at next? And no, I don't
Jesus
want to take a
Christ,
swing
John.
at Aloe,
Jesus
but like,
Christ.
who's going to get me the
Jesus,
most amount of
let me
attention?
let me
Who's
let me
going to
tell
get me
you
the most
something,
amount of
John.
attention?
No, John, let me tell you something. Let me be very clear. Let me go on record here.
Mhm.
My name is Alo de Winter, and I love sucking dick. I am as gay as it gets, right? I love it. And I think you're a cute guy. And I would love to go down on you and suck your fucking dick. Okay. I want you to piss in on my asshole. And I want you to piss in my mouth. Okay.
All right, we took a left turn on that one, Aloe. Oh my God. I will tell you, there's no filter for Aloe.
I do have one thing. Why did you
Why did he what?
why did you so much more that shooter dude or whatever from Florida? You almost didn't come into the life even after your buddy.
I'm sorry, I can only hear 20%.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad, CJ.
I'm asking him. He was bring in RJ.
Nah, you're breaking up bad now, CJ.
You know, the issue with this guy is he thought he can come on here and thought he had something on me, like the gay emails. Like, it's so fucking predictable, my friend.
Well,
It's just complete bullshit, eh?
Well, hopefully you guys
Is
talk
that what
about me
you
for weeks
tried to
and weeks
do?
and weeks after. Maybe months, maybe years. You never know. Kuya John's very interesting. I'm sure you know. But sorry for releasing the information with the gay thing. Your last comment clearly, you wouldn't say that unless it was
What do
actually
you
true.
mean? What do you mean release? Sorry for releasing the gay shit. What do you mean by that?
Like just
What do you
saying it
mean by
publicly.
that?
Like much like Mike's saying stuff about gay. About racism. It's the same thing with me. If I know somebody's gay, dude,
Buddy,
it's kind of fucked up.
buddy, listen to me. I am gay.
I know.
I am gay. And I find you cute. And that's why I started
Mike,
to
the host,
take an
can you please just
interest in
end
you.
the stream? That's fucked up, dude.
See? And you seem to be a very hateful person. You seem to be a person who doesn't like gays. Isn't that the problem right now? And
It's
so
just
you thought,
weird, dude. It's just weird, man. Just keep it. I respect gays and what they do. Just keep it to themselves. Once it enters my bubble,
no,
that's
I'm
when
not
it gets
going to
fucked
keep
up.
it to
That's the
myself.
whole
I'm
thing.
not
Like
going to
I
keep it
respect
myself.
what is happening outside of my bubble. I need to put a block up to all that shit, a cock block, because that's just not cool with me.
A
It's
cock
it's
block.
sexual harassment, really. What it is sexual harassment. Mike, the host, is technically, allowing the sexual harassment to go on with a faceless face, So
Okay,
I'm glad.
then I
Okay,
recommend you. I
just a
recommend.
minute. Let me interject something here. First off, all right, not that I'm a big fan of Alo's. I really have never interacted with him, hardly at all. But Alo has never, to my knowledge, shown his face. This is how he comes up. We know Alo, we know his voice. And what is the echoing crazy there? I don't know what's going
Wow.
on with that. But either way, my point is that you know what? You guys all decided to go that direction, so that's where it went. So I
Listen,
guess
Mr. U.S. Philippine Chamber of Commerce here thinks that he's some sort of a big shot, and he's really not, right? Because you should have seen the fucking emails. Because at the beginning I was very respectful, but when he started to act all weird, when he said, "I'm the superstar in this community, you should give me money," and he was serious about that. He felt like he is gold for the channel, he's a star, he's a crowd magnet, and then he went on about making threats against Mike here, and it was just absolutely fucking weird, right? The guy is not all there. I think that's obvious. And now he thinks he can expose me because he thinks that I have somehow a crush on him or something like that. And it's very predictable. These guys are very easy to bait. Take a guy like him, probably no education to speak of, lower middle class upbringing, very dominant father, has a hard time to date, goes over to the Philippines, and then all of a sudden feels rich and attractive, and it gets to his head. And that's exactly what we have here. Knocks up a girl, makes her pregnant, realizes, oh shit, now I'm a father, struggles with the new responsibilities, and acts all tough on the internet. Has been exposed by several people since, I think, like 1.5, 2 years ago. Since 2 years ago, everybody thinks he's a fucking clown. And now, because I told him I'm not going to do a live stream with you anymore, he's pissed. And in the same time, I told him that there is going to be a case against him. They're trying to kick him out of the Philippines, declare him a persona non grata. And he started to get very nervous. And then, boom, bang, next thing you know, he's on all these shows. He's on all these shows trying to reach out. That's why I asked my guys over on Discord, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to make peace with Mike? And therefore I hopped on, and now he's saying, yeah, I didn't like what you said, but hey, let's be grown man, and let's forget about this. That's exactly what's happening right now, because he is nervous about this shit. He was really very, very nervous after the show. He asked me, hey, is it possible that they could really kick me out? And I told him, no, we're taking care of that. John, I was lying to you. I don't give a shit if they kick you out or not. I just wanted to give you some reassurance. I lie to people, John, and I say it 24/7 on a live stream. I'm a liar. Don't trust me. I'm a troll. Don't trust me. I'm trying to manipulate you. Don't trust me. And I've always been honest about that. I've been honest about not being an honest person, and I feed people like you to the mob because you are you're a goddamn loser, my friend. Right?
You know,
I'm a bottom. You got
I
exposed.
I don't know why I'm getting an echo now all of a sudden. So I'm going to shut up for a little bit.
Kuya John trying to sabotage your live stream here.
Oh, John doesn't bother me. I mean, that's just like any. I wonder where I'm getting this feedback.
It's kind of strange. I've never seen the software that you are using before. I always
I've
thought
been muted the
everybody's
whole
using
time.
like
So it's
StreamYard.
not me.
I don't know why, but
What's your name, by the way?
Mike.
Mike. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet you, Alan. We've run into each other once or twice before, but I just couldn't. I mean, it's not like I asked you to come over here. He was, John was making those comments, and I said, "Oh, that doesn't sound like Alo to me."
No, he was just pissed about the emails. You know, that's all there is. He was pissed about it. That's why he came on here, tried to discredit me. It's very hard to discredit a guy who doesn't give a shit about his reputation in the community. Who cares what John says, right? It's not relevant.
Yeah. Well, John has anger issues is one thing. I mean, I wish him the best success, like I do everybody else. But you know, it's a terrible thing. You know what, folks? I'm gonna shut up. If nobody else, I mean, Alo or Mike, if you have comments in the comment section that you want to address.
Yeah, I'm open to anything. Just bring it up.
Mike, the other guy here, the guy in the Mike Philippines, right? I will call you Mike Angeles, and the other guy Mike Florida. Let's put it this way. Was John trying to extend you an olive branch? Was this what he was trying to do?
Well, I'll take things for what it is, right? But like I mentioned, we haven't even finished the live, and he was already still talking bad. So I don't have. Unfortunately, there's no weight on his words for me. But I don't mind like putting my mouth in public. But that doesn't mean I won't do things in the back end of things that I promised. But I won't talk about his daughter in public. I won't. He's thinking about his van. I have never really said much about his van. But I'm willing to not do that in public if he's able to shut his mouth. But like I said, in the public part, it hasn't even lasted a whole live. He's already broken his own word. But we can give him what it is. But what I'm doing in the background for the thing he's done is. While you were talking, you just got him to admit all his plans, if it's true or not, on what to do to harm.
You know what? We're still getting a horrible echo.
I think it's not me, my friends. It's not.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Alo, can you do me a favor, buddy, and just mute yourself right now?
Hang on a second here.
It's in the bottom, right next to share screen and hang up.
No, he's on Ecamm, not StreamYard.
No, I know. Yeah, I know he's an Ecamm. I'm saying in the bottom that there's mute, shared screen, and hang up right next to
Okay, but there's no echo now. He's muted, and there's no echo.
He's muted. So right now, I think it's Alo's stuff because we didn't have anything going on. So yeah, so if he's muted right now, then I'm gonna guess that maybe it's on Alo's side. But he normally has good audio, so I don't know what's the current situation right now.
Am I echoing?
So I'll mute.
No, CJ's no, Dino has no echo.
No, yeah, you're good. So I'll so I'm guessing it's on Alo's side because I've been muted the whole time.
How about now? The echo is back.
Hold on, let me. Yeah, it's
Yeah, there
back.
it is.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Never
Alo,
used
it's
this
you.
eCam here. You don't have a StreamYard link or something like that?
No, I don't do. I didn't
You don't
for.
do StreamYard, yeah.
I do StreamYard, but for this one, I needed a timer, and StreamYard doesn't do timers.
Oh, okay.
So
Is the echo
let's
still
see.
there?
Hang on, Alo.
about
Let me
now?
see if I can go into your settings on my end, and let's see here.
Echo still there?
Yeah, you're here.
So let's say if I talk right now, I don't hear an echo going on right now.
I
don't
don't
know if
hear
you're
an-
muted right now, Alo.
No, and I don't hear an echo either.
Yeah, so if Alo's unmuted right now, then it's gone. Alo, are you unmuted or are you muted?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, that's probably why there's no echo right now. That sucks.
No, let's see what he's maybe making some adjustments.
Yeah,
Give
but,
him.
but like just to answer what Alo was asking, like yeah, I can hold my mouth in regards to not talking about the daughter and stuff like that. I've agreed to that. I'm not going to apologize for his words not there, but I'm willing to have to said that enough. But the thing is, like I said, we're just gonna have to see what he has to say. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna address the other things that I've spoken about regarding him and what he's done and what he's said. I think those things I'm still gonna address, and that's gonna be something that I'm gonna be doing, in a more myself type of a setting or between people that I do know that I have my own private conversations with, and but I'm just curious, like him asking Aloe for those type of advice if if I have things that are valid. And so I mean, like, is Aloe the lawyer that he stated that he was talking to? Because we all do know that a Filipino lawyer does not cost 500 pesos, even a tip. We all know that Filipino lawyers, if you're a foreigner, you're going to be putting in the money.
Yeah, I'm hearing something from somebody. Like
Yeah, I think it's me, my friends. It's me. I think I'm not really used to use this kind of software here, and I think it doesn't really work with my Elgato.
yeah, and
But anyway,
Oh, you have your Elgato?
let me just say thank you very much for having me, and I will just hop off the panel here, okay? But let's do this again, my friend, if you're up for it.
absolutely, and thank you for
Okay,
dropping
cool.
by and
Okay,
being
cool.
part and participating.
Okay, thank you, and thanks to the chat and Mike, and everybody else. Thank you very much. Bye, bye, guys.
Later, Aloe.
Bye bye.
I'm out, Mike. See you later.
All right, take care, Dano.
Are we all leaving?
They are. Let's see here. So I don't hear an echo now, but damn, it's been almost 3 hours. Jesus.
Has it been?
Yeah. Of course, it has been. Oh my God! I just realized it's what 3 o'clock in the morning your time.
No, it's 1:41 in the morning right now.
Oh, my fault. 1:41. I'm looking at the timer. In 2 hours 42 minutes. Okay.
Somebody's asking, is there a live stream you haven't cammed up on? Well, this live stream was meant to me and John have a conversation, but I mean, I don't go to everybody's live.
Yeah, I mean, this was actually a live stream that John requested.
Yeah,
John's the one that requested it.
he did.
So, we got you got exposed. Whoever the night shift is, we're getting them through the night. That'll be good. You know, there's a Filberto's somewhere close to you. You got exposed. It's time for that midnight carne asada burrito.
Get the sausage and egg burrito.
Oh, the
Breakfast
sausage
burrito
and
with
egg burrito's good
the
too.
potatoes.
That's so funny.
Anyways,
Oh,
man, I'm gonna sign out. I think it was a good one. We'll see how long this is gonna be not being brought up again. But we'll see, John. We'll see if he can handle it. He couldn't. I mean, maybe he just needed some practice. That's why he couldn't. He couldn't even stop in the live. So it is what it is. So hopefully we'll see. I don't know,
we'll
man.
find out.
What do you think? Do you think he can do it?
You know what? I think it's going to happen by virtue of the fact that he's going back to the U.S. and he's going to be busy. I think for the next couple of weeks, probably, yeah. All right. But once he gets things in order there and he finds time on his hands,
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
But anyways, Mike, appreciate it. You be safe.
Have
Everyone,
a great night.
Take
you. Care, and thanks for joining.
Appreciate it.
So, all right, folks. Well, I want to say this much. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. And we really do appreciate. Wait, Mike Ross wants to know, how come I can't see you got exposed comments? Does that mean he blocked me? You got exposed is not a moderator on this channel. He can't block you. And maybe he's just choosing not to answer you. You know, I mean, he has nothing to do with it. Whatever or wherever. George, have a good night. Thanks so much. So anyways, thanks everybody. We hope you had a good time. I hope we did a reasonable job of putting together a decent, fair debate for the two of them. It was the best we could. You're at the mercy of the participants. So we hope you enjoyed it. Otherwise, thanks so much. You guys have a great night and take care.